Good morning, Warrior Nation. We are live at the 3A West Regional Tournament in Lovell, Wyoming. Today, the Worland Lady Warriors look to book their ticket to the 3A State Championship Tournament as they faced off against the host Lovell Lady Bulldogs from Lovell Middle School. And we have all the round ball action here on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. We are streaming live via Facebook, YouTube, the NFHS Network, and Huddle TV. This is the McGarvin and Taylor pregame show presented by McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. This and every broadcast would not be possible without the wonderful support of this community and the following businesses: Pinnacle Bank, McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate, Kings Carpet One, Diesel Pickup Specialists, Kinlan Ace Hardware, Admiral Beverage Corporation, Sally's Classic Pizza, Swing Trucking, McGarvin Moberly Construction, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant, Worland Dental Clinic, Washkey Prevention Coalition, Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, Sage Creek Land and Cattle, Bryant Honey, War Paint, and Washkey Cinemas. A special thank you to those who are making live video possible this weekend, and they include the Bunkers Golf Simulators, Keller Construction, Zion Lutheran Church, Hughes Construction, Eugene Miller and Sons, and Frank and Sherry DeCrew. The McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show is full of features, including a talk with Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer, a look inside of the matchup, the Lady Warrior keys to the game, then a national anthem, and to close it out, our Northern Wyoming News starting lineups and opening tip-off. A simple equation: win and you are in. The season is on the line on a Saturday morning of the 3A West Regional Tournament. Will the Lady Warriors rise to the occasion and outlast the Lady Bulldogs, or will Lovell say this is our house and end Worland's season? Find out next on the Pregame Broadcasting Network.
Yep, we even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at Kings Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at Kings Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. Kings Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. Kings Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into Kings Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. Kings Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
And welcome back inside the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. Find them online with their inventory and more information at worlandwio.com, or give them a call 307-347-4271 for assistance from great real estate specialists on your housing and land needs in the Bighorn Basin. Worland Lady Warriors, Lovell Lady Bulldogs. Winner onto the 3A State Championship Tournament in the fourth place game here at the 3A West Regional. The team that falls, they see their season come to an end a weekend before they had hoped for at the opening tip of this 25-26 varsity basketball season. Lady Warriors with an upset victory in the opening round against Pinedale. 42-36, a tough game last night against the Lander Lady Tigers. Offense just wasn't there for the Lady Warriors, losing 45-16 in that one. Find themselves in this elimination game against Lovell. We are live at Lovell Middle School trying to get the teams out of town a little quicker here today. They set up the schedule. 2 games here at the middle school. Championship games later at 12:30 and 2. Third, fourth place games at 3:30 and 5 o'clock. Of course, we hope to be there, but first, the Lady Warriors have to get through the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. Of course, this is a double-header elimination morning as the Warriors picked up a victory 47-27 over the Lyman Eagles yesterday at Lovell High School. They will face off against the Cody Bronx a third time. Those teams split the season series. They'll follow this one at 11 o'clock a.m. The Worland Lady Warriors come into this elimination game at 10-14 overall, 1-1 in the 3A West, 4-2 in their last 6 games. The Lovell Lady Bulldogs, 15-9 overall. On the season, they come in as the 5 seed in this tournament. Lady Warriors, the 6 seed, as these two squads will fight for the last spot. In the 3A West State Championship Tournament over in the other gym over at the high school. It'll be the Powell Panthers and the Pinedale Lady Wranglers fighting for that one. And again, Pinedale, after falling to our very own Lady Warriors, that Powell-Pinedale game one, maybe you'd expect more in a semifinal matchup, but now one of those two teams will not be going to the 3A State Championship Tournament. The Lady Warriors have found a little bit better basketball here as of late. I feel like last night's game against the Lander Tigers, kind of a one-off game. The ball was just not going through the hoop. The Ladies Warriors defense was actually very good during that game. The score got a little bloated late on when the Lady Warriors knew the comeback was just not going to be on against the Lady Tigers last night. So again, got out to about a 29-point game is where it finished at 45-16. But the Lady Warriors put up 42 points in the opening game. These two teams did match up twice earlier this season as they both are in the 3A Northwest. Lovell winning both those regular season games. The first one 49-28 at Worland, and then they won 42-33 over the Lady Warriors in their second matchup here in Lovell in the regular season. So Lady Warriors 0-2 against Lady Bulldogs. They're going to try to make it third time is a charm. And I know it's a bit of a cliche, but they talk about that in sports. Beating a team a third time, always tough. Lady Warriors, I think a different outfit than the last couple of times that they played this Lovell Bulldog team. Again, you're in hostile territory here at the middle school. Imagine the Lovell fans going to make plenty of noise here in a little bit of a smaller gym, but the Warrior contingent is traveling this morning as well, so we are hoping for a competitive basketball game throughout this 4-quarter affair. Winner on to the 3A State Championship Tournament. The loser sees their season come to an end here on a Saturday morning from Lovell, Wyoming. We step away again on the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. On the other side, we have our chat with Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. Keep it tuned to Worland Lady Warrior basketball from the 3A West Regional Tournament in Lovell, Wyoming on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family, weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. Welcome back inside the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Jordan McCamey alongside you, now joined by Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. Coach, coming off a little bit of a tough offensive one last night against the Lander Valley Lady Tigers, but still a chance to qualify for the state tournament here as you'll face the hosts, the Lovell Lady Bulldogs, 2 times during the season. Didn't get past them. What needs to change today for the Lady Warriors to not only beat the Bulldogs but qualify for state?
It starts with the rebounding. Lovell's one of the top teams in not only our region but in the state rebounding the basketball, and you just can't give second chance opportunities to them like we have in the last couple games. And then it goes back to taking care of the ball with full court pressure. I thought we did an outstanding job of that in our first 2 games this weekend, and we'll see a different man pressure, full court man, just trapping us all over the place, and we'll have to take care of the ball early to be in this one.
Well, Coach, after last night, just with the offense going the way that it did, do you feel like maybe just the youth of the kids, they can put that one behind them? Did you talk about it, just that you kind of just put that behind you? It wasn't the best thing that ever happened, but the truth is you have another chance today. How do you put that behind the Lady Warriors and just focus on this one?
Well, that was the whole focus going in after the game. I mean, there's no reason to even talk about that one. We gave ourselves the opportunity to be here on Thursday, and so we'll make the best of our opportunity and hopefully get some shots to fall today and make this a great game.
Lady Warriors this season, it's maybe been a little bit streaky. Started off the season on a great foot, had some trouble through the conference season, but now 4-2 over the last 6. Have you seen the Lady Warriors' confidence grow over that time, feeling like they know that they have a chance in this one before where it was, hey, we're playing with house money yesterday?
It'll kind of depend on, we talk about the first 3 minutes of the game. We have kind of been, up and down roller coaster, but, finishing games like the Pinedale game the other day, Lyman Mountain View, that was a great weekend for us. It takes 4 quarters, and we know this is going to be a battle today. So first couple minutes, I think you'll really get a good insight into how this thing's going to go today.
Your guard play has really improved throughout the year. Emma Glanz looks like she's playing confidently. Kat handling the ball when she has to. It just seems like compared to a year ago, that might not be a concern like it used to be.
A year ago we won 1 game, and it was taking care of the basketball was the main issue that we had. And every time we got on the court, it was blood in the water for other teams, just sharks attacking us. And we got into a lot of panic modes. And watching our guard play this season has just been incredible. We have 9 wins, so we'll take that every chance we get. And a large part of that is because we take care of the basketball in the full court setting. Teams don't pressure us as much as they have in the past, and that gives us opportunities offensively where we can get shots up and get the offensive rebounds of our own and really attack the other teams.
Jordan McCamey joined by Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer as the Lady Warriors and Lady Bulldogs will battle for a spot to the 3A state championship tournament. Coach, any final thoughts on this one before we let you get into it?
We gave ourselves an opportunity on Thursday, and we want to follow through. These kids are excited to get out here and play today, and we can't wait to get this one started. So thanks, Jordan.
Win, and they're in. Worland Lady Warriors, Lovell Lady Bulldogs, 9:30 tip, winner on to the 3A state championship tournament. Keep it tuned to the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pure Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today. Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics. Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541. The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. And welcome back inside of the broadcast booth. Lady Warriors warming up here on the north end of the court. Just about 12 minutes until that national anthem and the opening tip-off and starting lineups brought to you by the Northern Wyoming News. This is the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Worland Lady Warriors, Lovell Lady Bulldogs winner on to the 3A state championship tournament. The team that falls sees their season come to a close here on the regional weekend from Lovell, Wyoming. Let's dive inside of this matchup here for the Lady Warriors and the Lady Bulldogs. Looking at these individual teams, starting with the Lady Bulldogs, they're averaging about 48 points per game. They get it from a lot of places. They have three players averaging essentially 10 points a game. Sophomore Allie Walker, sophomore Avery Walker, and the junior Brooklyn Clark, all averaging right around 10 points. And then about 5 points per game apiece for Becca Nichols, Hannity Falcons, and a smattering of scoring from the rest of the players out there. But again, that's why this Lovell team is pretty tough to deal with, because they're not so dependent on one scorer to get their offense going. They can move it around a bit, and they are a team that is very good on the inside. You heard head coach Mortimer talk about it. They rebound the ball well. They may not be the tallest team in there, but they are physical on the inside. They'll put a body on you when they're trying to rebound the basketball. So Lady Warriors going to have to be ready for that. For your Worland Lady Warriors, we know Kat Navarro, 14 points per game on average coming into this 3A regional tournament, 3A West regional. Annie Page right around 9 points per game. Lily Richardson has upped her offensive game. She averaged about 5 points per game during the regular season, but has been much more effective here in the 3A West regional. And then the other scoring coming from the likes of Maddie Robertson, the guard Emma Glantz, Kennedy Bassett. She likes to shoot from the outside about 30% from downtown so far. Yesterday, head coach Mortimer went to his bench a little bit. We saw Mackley Rohde come into the game some. We saw Cale Kinlan come into the game. We know Aiden Donahue is going to come off the bench. Those secondary unit players for the Lady Warriors, it might be a hustle play. It might be one basket made. It might be a steal. It might be a tip, a deflection, just some kind of play like that when they're in the game for maybe 5-7 minutes total. It's one of those plays here for these bench teams that may end up being the difference in this game. So every player is important, and a lot of times in these games, sometimes it'll come from unexpected sources. So we'll see if that is the case here today. Lady Warriors averaging about 40 points per contest on the season, surrendering about 48 points per game, whereas the Bulldogs surrendering about 41 points per game. Lady Warriors have found a little bit more offensive game here over the last couple of weekends, and including the opening game of the 3A West Regional. Yesterday, you just called it a throwaway game. You hate to do that in a 3A West Regional semifinal, but it is. You have to put that one out of your mind. The ball just would not go through the cylinder. Lady Warriors had plenty of looks that could have gone down, but in the end, just could not get it to fall through the cylinder yesterday against Landers. So you put that one out of your mind, because right now, this is a one-game season. Win, and the season continues. Lose, and the season comes to a close. And for these seniors out there, for the Lady Warriors, they've suffered through quite a bit of losing in their career, especially when they've been on the varsity court. But they continue to come up, continue to show up to practice, continue to work hard. And right now, this may be the payoff for that patience throughout this year. Again, you got Kennedy Bassett, Kat Navarro, Maddie Robertson out there. Kat Navarro, Maddie Robertson is those seniors for the Lady Warriors. Three of them on this squad. Those three, they want to see what a state championship tournament feels like before their high school careers come to a close, and they've got one more chance to pull it off here against the hosts, the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. That's our look inside of the matchup. We'll step away again here on the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. On the other side, we'll get into our final features, including our Lady Warrior keys to the game, as tip-off is quickly approaching from the 3A West Regional Tournament. Worland Lady Warriors, Lovell Lady Bulldogs. Keep it tuned here at Lady Warrior Basketball on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Yep, we even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bullinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warrior Special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453. We're back live on the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Jordan McCamey alongside you for the play-by-play action. Worland Lady Warriors, Lovell Lady Bulldogs winner on to the 3A state championship tournament. And, of course, remind you again, this is a double-header morning. The Warriors will follow this one up against the Cody Bronx. Same story. They win, and they're into the 3A state championship tournament after Cody fell last night to the Pinedale Wranglers. So it's Pinedale and Lovell in the championship. Warriors trying to move on in this tournament to the third, fourth place game. Should those games happen, the Lady Warriors, if they win here, they'll play at 3:30 this afternoon at Lovell High School. If the boys win, they would play at 5 p.m. We, of course, would have those games for you here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Let's dive into our final segment of the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show, and that is our Lady Warrior keys to the game. Got 3 of them for you again. Number 1, head coach Mark Warner talked about it. Got to deal with that pressure. Going to see some full court press, some double teams, man press all the way out there. They're going to put you under some pressure. Lady Warriors got to deal with it. Number 2, win the rebounding battle. Deny those second chance opportunities. Lovell will fight for every rebound. Lady Warriors got to clear off that defensive glass. Limit it to one and done offensive possessions for the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. Number 3, for the Lady Warriors, it is great guard play. It's going to come down. Emma Glanz, of course, the main guard out there. Kat Navarro, Kennedy Bassett as well, going to handle the ball some in the game. They're going to have to take care of the basketball, limit their turnovers, make confident passes, pass to where players are, not where they're not where you expect them to be. So make good, crisp, clean passes. 3 keys to the game. Number 1, deal with the pressure. Number 2, win the rebounding battle. And number 3, great guard play here against the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. Worland Lady Warriors, Lovell Lady Bulldogs 3A West Regional Elimination Game winner onto the 3A State Championship Tournament. Loser sees their season come to a close here on a Saturday morning from Lovell Middle School. That's going to do it for our McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. You can get a hold of McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate at 307-347-4271. Talk to Kitty Mortimer and team there about your housing, land needs, all your real estate needs in the Bighorn Basin, or visit them online with their inventory and more information at WorlandWYO.com. That's WorlandWYO.com. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. On the other side, we'll get into our national anthem. Then it's our starting lineups and opening tip-off, brought to you by the Northern Wyoming News. We're minutes away from Lady Warrior basketball here at the 3A West Regional Tournament from Lovell, Wyoming. Don't go anywhere. Keep it tuned to Warrior basketball on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pure Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today. The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. And welcome back inside of Lovell Middle School. Worland Lady Warriors, Lovell Lady Bulldogs set to get going here in this elimination game on this 9:30 tip-off. Right now, though, it's time for our national anthem on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. And welcome back inside the broadcast. The Northern Wyoming News presents the starting lineups and the opening tip-off here. The McCamey Broadcasting Network, they're not going to announce starters here at the Lovell Middle School, so we will get them to you quickly. For the Lovell Lady Bulldogs, they've gone this way. Traditionally, we'll see if they stick this way. Number 3, Becca Nichols. Number 12 is Allie Walker. Number 15, Avery Walker. Number 22, Hannity Felkins. Number 33 is Brooklyn Clark. For the Lady Warriors, they'll go this way. Number 3, Kat Navarro. Number 11, Maddie Robertson. Number 12 is Emma Glantz. Number 15, Annie Page. And number 30 is Lily Richardson. Lady Warriors in the home whites. Orange numbers, black trim. Worland across the front. Lady Bulldogs in the away blues. White numbers. Lovell across the front of those jerseys. And we are ready at midcourt here for 3A West Regional Basketball as the Lady Warriors and Lady Bulldogs battle for this final spot to the 3A State Championship Tournament. In the middle, it's Walker and Richardson. Tipped here, it's controlled by the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. Ball up top in the hand of Nichols. Give it across Felkins. Clark, ball tipped away here by Navarro. Almost a steal and a swoop away there by the Lady Warriors, number 3, but the Lady Bulldogs keep it. Now it's a deep 2 on the way for Clark. Got it to crawl over and down. That's a shooter's roll to start there for Hannity Felkins. And the Lady Warriors now got to deal with the full court pressure. Our live video coverage brought to you by the Bunkers in Worland as Maddie Robertson does a good job of getting rid of the ball up front in the front court. And now for Glantz. Robertson again holds high, give for Glantz. Down the baseline she goes to the backside for Page. Puts up a little floater of her own, up and good. Lady Warriors answer the opening bucket with one of their own. 2-2 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here a minute into this one. Felkins outside for Walker. Drives to the bucket, kicks it out in the right corner for Allie Walker. Back inside Felkins, turns against Richardson, Lost it, still trying to get rid of the basketball. Finally does up top. Walker for a 3. That one rolls around no good, but the Lady Bulldogs got a rebound, and a foul goes against Lily Richardson as Allie Walker got in there for a rebound. So Richardson picks up an early foul here, and that will send Walker to the free throw line. Walker on the season, a 59% free throw shooter. First one up and good. One more to come here for Walker. And the second one also good. So a 2-2 trip there. Lady Warriors now got to deal with the full court pressure. Ball comes in now for Page. Going to go back for Robertson. One dribble there. Moves it up here to the left-hand side. Now presses ahead right at midcourt. She'll come back across there. Nice job again by Maddie. She kind of broke that single-handedly 2 times in a row as Navarro goes down the baseline, got to the inside, shot up, wouldn't go, but she'll head to the free throw line as Avery Walker gets tagged with a foul. Nice aggressive drive there by Kat Navarro. She'll go to the free throw line for the first time today. So 2 trips up the floor, they look similar. As Navarro sends it up and swishes it through. 4-3 here, just a little more than 90 seconds into this opening quarter. Second is also good. So identical trips here for each team so far. Ball comes over the top now for Felkins. Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Ball tipped away. Nice job by Richardson. Denied it to the inside for Clark. Nice defense in transition there. The Lady Warriors didn't give up an easy one. Walker to inbound here on the far sideline, in for Allie Walker. Straight away for Nichols. Walker to the inside for Felkins. She'll go to work against Richardson. She's out of room, and she walked with it. Great defense by Lily Richardson, staying right on her hip, right in behind her. And an early turnover now for the Lady Bulldogs. Ball in for Annie Page, right back for Emma Glantz. Now she'll push towards midcourt. Lady Warriors break that pressure with ease that time as Glantz goes all the way downhill. Back out for Robertson. She'll dribble, go downhill against Walker, got to the backside, goes up through some contact. Richardson gets the rebound, and she is mugged on the inside. No whistle, though. And then Richardson almost lost it. Back out for Page. Lady Warriors retain the possession. Glanz outside Robertson. She starts downhill. To the inside, Glanz to the hoop. Backdoor cut up and good. Great movement from the Lady Warriors there as they take the lead for the first time, 6-4. Walker inside the paint. Felkins back for Allie Walker for three. In and out, no. Fight for the rebound. Tied up here. It'll be Lady Warrior basketball. Nice job by Annie Page. Lady Warriors have it. I'll have to keep an eye on the possession arrow up on the scoreboard. No light up digital on the other side. Ball comes in quickly for Page, and now right back for Glanz. Now Lady Warriors press into the front court straight away. Glanz has it, moves it left for Navarro. Finds a little space, spin move down low, tries to get it for Richardson. Got it there, back for Navarro. Kick out for Page. She'll take on a three. That one's too strong, no good. Backside rebound for Avery Walker, and she'll push up the left-hand side, try to get to the inside, shut off there. Ball high. Clark was able to deal with it. Nichols now. Back outside, Walker. That one's partially blocked there by the Lady Warriors. Then a fight for it, and to the inside, it's Clark trying to get rid of it, and finally a foul going to be called. And if that's on Richardson, that's her second, and it is. So Lily picks up a second early foul. That's going to maybe force the hand of head coach Mortimer, and it will. Kennedy Bassett immediately to the check-in. And Lily will come out here, and they are making a change. Ball came in. They'll have to reset it here as Richardson comes off the floor. So Lady Warriors got to readjust on the defensive position. So Bassett into the game for the first time. Ball comes in, tipped away there by Page. Kept it away momentarily from Clark there. 4:37 to go, first quarter, 6-4 Lady Warriors. Inbound now for Walker, comes in for Allie Walker. Thought about the three again, but gives it off for Nichols. Avery Walker now to the inside it goes. Felkins, now Clark, elbow jumper is up and good. So Clark with her first bucket. Page holding things up here at midcourt. Now presses towards the sideline, and a foul going to come in here on a blocking foul up the sideline. Foul going to go on Clark, her first. Glanz set to inbounds here. Ball comes into the corner for Bassett. To the inside now for Glanz. Back for Bassett. Snap a three. Left wing on the way. Just off, no good. Glanz tried to corral that, but tipped it out of play, out of bounds. Good offensive set there for the Lady Warriors. Didn't pay off with points, but like the way they're moving it. Just about midway through the opening quarter on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, tied up at 6 apiece. Walker to the inside now for Felkins. Back out Walker. Lady Warriors don't close out Walker. That's off the angle, no good. And here comes Navarro back the other way. And now almost loses it. Throws it back out now for Glanz. To the inside goes Bassett to the hoop. She left the layup short. That backdoor cut's been there on the double teams for the Bulldogs. The Lady Warriors saw that. They think they can exploit a ball taken away by Navarro. She'll sprint the other way to the hoop, up and good. A swipe and a score for Navarro. She's got 4, and the Lady Warriors back on top by 2. Good energy to this one as Walker goes to the inside. Now out of room, needs some help, and a foul going to come in here on the Lady Warriors. Aggressive defense, but a little bit of a arm tap there. I think it's going to go against Robertson, and does. So Maddie picks up her first personal. First change of the day for Lovell. Coming in here with number 13, Morgan Harshman, and number 2, Kadri Owens, I believe. We'll check the numbers here momentarily. Ball in for Owens. Trying to get it to the inside. Can't get it there yet. And now across the middle goes Owens. Scoop layup is no good. To the deck she goes. Ball was blocked. And it'll stay Lady Bulldog basketball. Head coach Mortimer saying, hey, they're putting up a campsite in the key there, so wants to see if they can get that one in. Navarro nearly tipped it. I think that was last touched. Ooh, I thought Owens maybe got a hand in there, but it'll stay Lady Bulldog basketball. Ball in for Walker. Allie Walker straight away gets a screen. Lady Warriors are trying to go over the top of the Bulldogs, and then a reach-in foul on Harshman there, as it'll be a foul on Kat Navarro. Her first. Back to the free throw line go the Bulldogs. Again, without Lily Richardson in there, it's pretty even height-wise, and Harshman's got a little bit of size advantage on the Lady Warriors. Fires the first, a line drive free throw that finds its way through there. Kale Kinlan into the game for Kennedy Bassett. Also, Jenna Hessenthaler into the game for, I believe that was Allie Walker coming out. Harshman looking for the tie here. That one's too strong, no good. Page has the rebound. Hessenthaler almost took it away. Now needing some help, bouncing it up here for Robertson. Almost lost it, and now into the backcourt it goes. Ball still almost loose, finally taken away by the Bulldogs, but then taken right back by the Lady Warriors. Kinlan dribbling with it. Here goes Navarro downhill. Skip out for Glanz for three. Yes! Owoshki Cinema's triple for Emma Glanz found the range there. She's got 5 in the opening quarter. Now the Bulldogs try to go to the inside, throw it high and out of bounds. A turnover. Lady Warriors creating some energy inside the middle school here. Timeout, head coach Brian May and the Lovell Bulldogs. Lady Warriors 11, Lady Bulldogs 7 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Back after this on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pierre Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today.
Right back to live action as the Lady Warriors will deal with that full court pressure. Kinlan has it right near midcourt. Glanz now up ahead to Navarro. Break the pressure again. Cat to the middle of the floor. Bounce it off here for Glanz. All the way to the hoop. Floater up and good. Emma Glanz, she's got 7 in the opening frame here. A scoring barrage from the Lady Warriors guard, usually in control of keeping it away from the other team, has found her scoring as Walker steps to the inside. Ball through the legs of the Lady Bulldogs. Clark tracked it down. Now Owens back for Clark. Swing it for Hessenthaler. Go for Walker. Ball tipped away again. Almost taken away there by Navarro. Now it's a little 4-on-3 as Owens goes downhill. Throws up a shot. No good. Rebound down for Page. Is able to recollect it and bounce it here for Glanz. Nice job of the Lady Warriors. Get the defensive rebound as Kinlan goes downhill past Hessenthaler to the middle. It's for Page. Resets, collects, puts up a jumper, rolls around, no good. Fight for it with Harshman. And she fell to the deck there. Should have been a travel. No whistle, though. They say maybe she bounced it there just beforehand as Harshman ends up on the deck again. Owens, shot fake there. Now trying to go for Harshman. Inside it does go. She'll go to work now on Robertson. Puts up a shot, no good, but a foul. That's a second on Maddie Robertson as well. Minute 10 to go still in the first. 2 Lady Warriors already a pair of fouls now. This one would have put them over the limit, but it's a shooting foul anyways for Harshman, where she is 1 of 2, and now 2 of 3. Allie Walker and Hannity Felkins come back into the game for Clark and Avery Walker. Harshman, 1 more to go. Bulldogs are 4 of 5 from the free throw line here in the opening quarter and make it 5 of 6. So ball comes in. The Bulldogs have now been scared off of the full court press. Lady Warriors will come ahead. See if they go for this little jump out double team zone pressure. Ball now for Glanz. Splits the defense. Here's Page. Mid-range jumper. Left it short. Kind of fallen away from the hoop there, Lady Warriors. And Walker almost had it swiped there by Robertson. Maddie's got to be careful with 2, though. Ball inside now for Harshman. To the hoop, left hand, no. Ball tipped over the top, out of bounds by Clark. Good defense that time by Robertson with her 2 fouls. Remains 13-9, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard with Bassett coming back into the game as Cale Kinlan will come out. Good little set there for Cale. Again, we talk about those couple of minute sessions for those secondary unit players. They can be important. Glantz, left side now for Navarro to the inside. Bassett right back around. Here's Glantz. Couple of dribbles, goes up top for Bassett, thought about the three, now goes backside for Glantz. Over the top looking for Paige. Harshman intercepts there. They are ready for the little backdoor cut that time around as Walker is scared back there. Now that was a double dribble as well. Nothing called though. Walker into the corner it goes, and on the base, on the sideline, Lady Warriors force a turnover there. And the Lady Warriors take back over with 9.7 seconds left here in an opening quarter. Ball comes in now for Navarro. Pushed by Hessenthaler, and that's a blocking foul by Hessenthaler on the sideline. So that'll be a foul on Jenna Hessenthaler, her first, as Navarro went skidding into the far sideline. Lady Warriors have it on a sideline inbound. Still 6 seconds to get a shot up. Ball comes in now for Bassett. She'll work against Hessenthaler. High dribble, almost lost it. Ball trying to go for Paige, and that'll end the quarter as the clock expires. Lady Warriors unable to get a shot up. 1 quarter in the books in this elimination game. Worland Lady Warriors 13, Lovell Lady Bulldogs 9 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
Second quarter set to get underway. Both Richardson and Robertson back in. They have 2 fouls. Keep an eye on it. Navarro, Page, and Glantz, the other 3 Lady Warriors. Hessenthaler, Walker, Owens, Harshman, and Felkins out there as Hessenthaler scoots it off to the right side for Owens. Back for Hessenthaler. Lady Warriors, a little jump out zone here as Walker looks to the inside. Now that ball's almost taken away and is taken away by Navarro, and she's going to have to dive on top of it. Lady Warriors will take over there. Another steal for Kat Navarro, and a timeout was taken beforehand. And the timeout was taken so the Lady Warriors retain the possession arrow and take over the basketball. Back in 30 seconds on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
Teams breaking out of the timeout huddle there. Nice awareness from head coach Mark Mortimer. Lady Warriors retain the possession. Ball in for Glantz from Navarro, and the Lady Warriors on the offense for the first time here in the second quarter. A little different defensive look from the Lovell Bulldogs. Again, a little jump out zone of their own. Glantz to the inside for Navarro. Sets on the block. Through the contact, up and good. Partial block attempt there by the Bulldogs, but Navarro muscles it up and good. Ball taken away by Navarro. Kat streaking to the right hand. She missed the layup, though, and then took it right back from Hessenthaler. Up and good. Kat Navarro sticks with the play, and the Lady Warriors on top by 8. 17-9 your score. Navarro probing up top. Hessenthaler with it. She wants to drive. Pass Navarro down the baseline, and she stepped on it before she got the pass away. Another turnover force for the Lady Warriors. Changes coming for head coach Brian May with Becca Nichols, Avery Walker, and Brooklyn Clark checking back into the game. And here comes the full court press again for the Bulldogs. They'll try to create some chaos of their own. Ball comes in for Page. Now for Navarro. Back for Glanz. Emma now going to press the pace. Over the top for Robertson. She'll hand it off for Emma Glanz. Lady Warriors break the press again. Here's Page up top for Robertson. Give for Navarro. Spin move. Puts up a floater. That one's off, no good. And Clark has the rebound on the inside, and she'll dribble it forward for the Bulldogs. Stepped inside the perimeter, but then kicked it out. Walker thought about the three, then gave it up for Avery Walker. Now Nichols nearly tipped away again by Navarro. Trying to get it in for Clark, just no room down in there. Back out Walker, spot up three on the way, no good. Backside rebound here for Page, seals away from the pressure. Ball over the top for Navarro. She'll take Clark all the way to the hoop, missed the shot. There's Richardson with the rebound, up and good. A second chance opportunity for Lily Richardson. And the Bulldogs need to talk it over. Full timeout on the floor. Worland Lady Warriors 19, Lovell Lady Bulldogs 9 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
Lovell breaks out of the timeout. Let's see what they have here in store after that timeout. Head coach May looking for answers. See what they draw up there on the sideline. So Walker will press into the front court for the Bulldogs. Give it off for Avery Walker. Now it's Clark. Clark all taken away again by Navarro. A steal there. Back between Richardson and Navarro, and they are into the front court now. A little bit interesting as Richardson goes back out for Glanz. Steps in, mid-range jumper on the way, off the angle, no. Robertson with a rebound. Maddie, she'll take one from the baseline. That hits off the angle, no good. And a fight for it on the inside, taken away by Felkins. Quickly up the floor for Walker. Had a driving lane, didn't take it. Back out, almost stolen away again by Navarro. Here comes Avery Walker down the baseline. She looks for help. Outside Felkins, or excuse me, that's Clark. Now Avery Walker. Becca Nichols with it. She'll dribble. Look to go to the outside for Walker. Avery Walker is down low, working now against Glanz, out of room. Inside for Clark. Blocked away by Richardson, and a foul called, and that's Richardson's third. That one a tough call against a Lady Warriors big. So the third on Lily, that might end her first half. We'll see as Bassett comes to the check-in stand, and now Clark at the free throw line and gets the first to go. First point of the quarter for the Bulldogs, cut the lead back to 9. Richardson, man, did that look clean against Clark. She was straight up and just took the ball right out of her hands. Second one up for Clark is no good, and the rebound down for Page. Bounces it out for Emma Glanz. Glanz up ahead now for Robertson. Bumped here by Clark on the outside into the corner. Down low it goes. Page, she's open. Nice pass from Bassett, up and good. The Lady Warriors are finding pockets of space all over the offensive front court. Walker, need to get rid of it. Navarro hassling. Back for Walker. Straight away, right wing three up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Lady Warriors going to try to deal with it now. A travel here as Clark spikes the ball with the right hand here. These officials letting the Lady Warriors and Bulldogs play. It has been a physical matchup. Ball inbounds Bassett, now quickly up for Page. She slows things up at midcourt. Give it for Glanz. She can push into the front court with a pass to Page. Nearly lost it. Bassett, deep two on the way. Airballed it to the inside. Robertson has it. Collects, dribbles up, and good! Maddie Robertson. Physical play from the Lady Warriors. They're on top by 13, 23-10. Nichols lost the handle, and now a foul on the reach-in. I think they're going to grab Bassett for this foul. No, they get Kat Navarro. That's her second. Thought that was going to get called on Bassett. She'll come out, so will Kat Navarro. A little different look here with Aiden Donahue and Kale Kinlan in. Still 4:13 to go in the second. Lady Warriors have some foul trouble issues. Ball comes in now for Walker. She'll dribble across, try to take on Glantz. Lost it, taken away now by Kinlan. To the deck she goes, ball into the backcourt. And here comes Nichols the other way. Give for Walker straight up top. To the free throw line for Clark. Yes, Harshman deep two on the way. That one hits the front, no good. Tipped here for Robertson. And now she'll bounce it off for Glanz. That one was on line for Harshman, but couldn't find the bottom. Lady Warriors, another defensive stop. Three on the way for Donahue, and it rattles in and out. No good. Quickly up the floor goes Owens. She walked with it first. Yes, she did. Shuffled the feet. And the Lady Warriors take over on the traveling violation. Changes for the Bulldogs. Hessenthaler into the game, and first time we see Candace Acey. Now it's Donahue. Give back for Glanz. Emma can press into the front court against Nichols. Give it off for Donahue. She dribbles, bounces it back for Emma Glanz. Cross for Kale Kinlan. Almost lost the dribble. Now going to try to give it off for Donahue. Hassling there was Owens. And a reach-in foul there on Nichols on the far side. And Bassett will come back into the game for Kale Kinlan. So Lady Warriors sideline inbounds with 3:12 to go here. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard opening half, 23-10 lead right now. Ball set to come in. Ball going to come in for Bassett right near midcourt. Nice little backdoor cut here. Glance to the hoop. Right hand, no. Fight for the rebound. It's going to come down now for the Bulldogs, and AC got her hands on it, and here comes Nichols the other way. Almost lost it. Fake for three from Owens. Ball up top, Hessenthaler. Now a touch for AC. Bulldogs working the top perimeter here. And now Nichols flashing through. Didn't get it back from AC. Takes one dribble, looking for help. Finds it in Hessenthaler. Dribbling over the top here for Owens. Nichols clapping for it. Didn't get it back. And now a fake dribble drive by Owens. Give it back out Hessenthaler. Now Nichols straight away on the right. Kick it outside for Owens. Good defense here from the Lady Warriors. 2:15 to go. Ball works for Hessenthaler. Inside it goes for Harshman. To the outside. She walked with it again. Good defense from the Lady Warriors, forcing yet another traveling violation. And Navarro's going to come back into the game for Kennedy Bassett. For Kennedy Bassett. Page will stay in the game. Ball set to come in for Page and does. Bounce back for Glanz. The Bulldogs essentially trying to steal that inbounds pass if they can. Hessenthaler trying to sweep in against Glanz. Now gives it back up top for Navarro. Spins against Nichols. Outside for Donahue. Lost it. Bounces it here for Glanz. Lady Warriors trying to set into the offense. Give it for Donahue. Bounce it here for Page. She'll go to work against AC. To the middle. Hook shot up. No good. Flying through is Harshman. Again, like the offense, just no payoff that time for the Lady Warriors. Minute 35 to go, and now, man, Hessenthaler nearly walked with it as well. Now Harshman, and a foul going to go against Robertson, and that's her third. With a minute 30 to go, and now Robertson and Richardson with three apiece. It's going to be a 10-2 free throw disparity here in this first half as Harshman's back there. She's 3 of 4, now 4 of 5. And it's really the reason that the Bulldogs even have 11 points is because 7 of them have come from the free throw line. They have no field goals here in the second quarter. But right now, trail by 12. Lady Warriors getting ready to try to take on the rebound, but Harshman goes 2 of 2 and changes coming in. Walker and Clark, both Walkers and Clark into the game, and now Jersey Richards going to get a quick moment, come in for Aiden Donahue. Robertson, ball comes back in for Navarro. Now Robertson has it. She'll cross over against Clark and push into the front court. Now dribbles back for Navarro. Cat going downhill, kicks it out for Page. Bounce it back in, looking for Navarro. Back out for Page. Has time, dribbles it back out, taking the time of the Lady Warriors, probing with 1:12. Here goes Navarro to the hoop, up, no good. And again, the Lady Warriors can't get a whistle on the other side. Now Navarro's got to be careful with her 2 fouls. Ball comes in, Harshman now for Walker, and it's going to be a walk with it again on Walker going the other way. So another travel by the Bulldogs. They've had the Lady Warriors, just like they did against Pinedale, they have clogged up the middle of the floor and denied the Bulldogs any room inside the blocks. Ball comes into the corner for Page, spins away from Harshman. She can push into the front court. Goes downhill, Bassett, left corner pocket for 3. That one's too strong, fight for it, tipped around. Lady Warriors almost get it back. Now it's a fight for it, Bassett on the deck. And it's a jump ball, should stay with the Lady Warriors. Great hustle there, but by a number of players, including Robertson. Maddie just got to play carefully here in the final 43 seconds of this half. Ball set to come in. Now will come in for Richards. She's got to dribble if she wants it. Walker defending. Ball thrown away here by Richards, and that was another walk, but not called. Walker inside, and Glanz will pick up the foul. No and one opportunity here for Walker. Richards just got herself in a bad spot. Emma picks up her first foul, and that's the 4th of the quarter on the Lady Warriors, and that'll send Walker back to the free throw line, and this has been the saving grace so far for the Bulldogs as Walker knocks her first through. They have 9 free throws. They only have 13 points. Second one is also good. Robertson set to bring the ball inbounds. Finally does now for Page. Shot up and no good here for the Lady Bulldogs as Robertson rips it away. To the outside it goes for Glanz. 23 seconds to go here in the half. Ball comes inside for Page. Catches it high. Fight for it on the deck. And the Lady Bulldogs so far getting away with a little bit of murder here in the second quarter. Lady Warriors have been tagged for 9 fouls. The Bulldogs only 4, including 1 in the quarter. 16 seconds to go in a 9-point game. 23-14. Lady Warriors looking for a late stop. Walker with it. Kick outside to the right-hand side. Now back for Harshman. To the inside. Ball tipped away. Stolen away by Bassett. And now looking to get out of trouble. Ball's still loose on the floor. It's going to end the half here on the deck. We head into the halftime locker room. It's a competitive one. Lady Warriors with a 9-point lead. 23-14 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show on the other side here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members. Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pierre Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today. Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics.
Welcome inside the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Halftime score on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard: Worland Lady Warriors 23, Lovell Lady Bulldogs 14. Winner on to the 3A state championship tournament. Team that falls sees their season come to an end here. Lady Warriors in that second quarter, they denied the Bulldogs any field goals, but the Bulldogs did get 5 of their 6 free throws, and they are 10 of 12 from the free throw line so far in this game. It's really the reason that they're this close. The Bulldogs have been very good from the free throw line thus far, as we are now joined by head coach Tanner Hart of the Worland Warriors, as the Warrior boys will follow up this game against the Cody Bronx. Coach, coming into an elimination game here, got the first win necessary tomorrow. Now you'll face a Cody Bronx team that you've seen 2 times split the season series. What has to be maybe that key stat for the Warriors here against the Bronx today?
Rebounding has to be one. You know, I think the last time we played them, they beat us on the boards. If you look at some of our losses that have happened recently, it was boards. It was in Lyman, 16 more possessions when we were down at their house, the Cody Bronx game. So I think rebounding has to be crucial for us.
Well, Coach, defense was real stingy yesterday against the Lyman Eagles. A lot of action out there, and the Warriors probably looking to maybe take some momentum from this Lady Warrior defense we're seeing here in the first half.
Oh, the girls are playing amazing. They look like they did the other morning against Pinedale. They're getting after it on defense. Kat's doing a great job getting out there. So we're going to have to do a similar thing. We're going to have to take away a couple of their guys. I think the Hine kid and the Griff kid are 2 that have been really trending upwards for them and playing well for them, along with the Sowers kid. So those are guys we're going to key in on and make sure that we don't let them get hot.
Well, and Coach, you've only had a couple of games to kind of try to figure out the Taylor Ruckman as a secondary player situation, but it seemed to find a little bit of gelling yesterday with him coming off the bench. Found maybe some of those key moments. Will that be kind of the same game plan today?
If we see them throw that zone in, we like him down there on that dunker spot, going baseline to baseline and playing well with Grant. Those 2, I think, have pretty good chemistry together, and so if we see that kind of zone, we'll absolutely get him in there and have him kind of do what he did yesterday. He ran that baseline well, got some big buckets for us, especially that one at the buzzer that really changed the momentum.
Well, Coach, and I have both teams fairly senior-laden, but this senior group, do you feel like maybe a bit of an advantage there with these seniors who have seen some big games out there? I know we talked about early in the season, they didn't necessarily have the most varsity experience, but now a season under their belt and knowing that this is the last chance to take a trip down to Casper for the 3A state championship tournament.
Yeah, I think in that regard, both teams are similar. You know, Cody went to state last year, but I think maybe only the I got to think of his name, number 1. Their point guard. I think he was maybe the only one who saw big minutes with them. So I think both teams kind of came into the season with some of that inexperience. That's probably why Cody struggled a little bit. I know they had injuries too. But I do think these seniors have grown a lot over the course of the season. I think they're feeling pretty good this morning.
Jordan McCamey joined by Worland Warrior head coach Tanner Hart as the Warriors and Bronx will battle for the last spot in the 3A state championship tournament. Coach, any final thoughts on this one before we let you get into the final preparation for the boys tipping off at 11 a.m.?
No, sir.
Head coach Tanner Hart there on the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show on the other side. We'll come back in 30 seconds, wrap the first half stats, get you to our half number 2 here from Lovell Middle School at the 3A West Regional Tournament on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Welcome back inside the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. Jordan McCamey with you. Halftime score, Worland Lady Warriors 23, Lovell Lady Bulldogs 14. Let's take the stats, see how we got there. Lady Warriors' biggest lead of the half was 23-10 at 13 points. Bulldogs, their lead of the game came on the first bucket. They led 2-0. 3 ties, 1 lead change so far in this game. For Lovell, 4 points for Allie Walker, all of them from the free throw line. 5 points for Morgan Harshman. All 5 of them from the free throw line. 2 for Hannity Felkins and 3 for Brooklyn Clark. She was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Bulldogs 10 of 12 from the free throw line. No 3-pointers in that opening half. For the Lady Warriors, 8 points for Kat Navarre, including a 2 of 2 trip to the free throw line. 2 points for Maddie Robertson. 7 points for Emma Glanz, including a Washkey Cinemas triple. 4 for Annie Page and 2 for Lily Richardson. Lily Richardson, Maddie Robertson, they're in some foul trouble. They have 3 fouls apiece. On the other side, for the Bulldogs, they don't have any foul trouble. They only committed 4 in the half. The Lady Warriors only committed 9, but 3 apiece again on Maddie and Lily in that first half. Kat has 2 as well, so just kind of keeping an eye on that one. Emma Glanz, 7 points in that first quarter. That was big. We talked about those players who maybe don't necessarily usually do the scoring that might be a spark for one of these teams, and for the Lady Warriors, I think it came to Glanz. She handled the basketball well, hit her first shot from the outside, and was able to also get a couple of more buckets on the inside. Between her and Kat Navarro, 15, the Lady Warriors 23. Lady Warriors were able to generate some good offense in that opening half of basketball. The defensive pressure is really where it's at, forcing turnover after turnover, a number of travels on the inside. And again, I know we'll see what the officials do. They called it super consistent in the first half, and it was physical. That's the way they were calling it. It was a physical basketball game. You only have 13 fouls called, only 4 of them on the Bulldogs, 9 of them on the Lady Warriors in that first half. We'll see if they continue with that or if there's any adjustment from them. Teams will have to kind of be aware of that. Lady Warriors will have the opening possession of half number 2 as they try to extend their 9-point lead early on. Again, the winner of this one onto the 3A state championship tournament. The team that falls sees their season come to a close on a Saturday morning from Lovell High School. That does it for our Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. Good chat with Warrior head coach Tanner Hart, and now we get set for another 16 minutes to decide who's heading to the state championship tournament next weekend in Casper, Wyoming. 23-14 at the half. Second half next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com.
Both teams come out on the floor here to start the second half to cheers from both home faithful ends of the floor. Ball comes in now for Annie Page. She's picked up by Clark in the backcourt. Reaching in here on Page, and now she'll hand it off for Navarro. Nearly lost the ball, but Kat recollects. Now Emma Glanz pushing to the right. Hand off for Robertson. Looked for a screen. Now going to go backside on a little backdoor cut. Lady Warriors able to get it back after it was tipped. Now the ball in the hands of Glanz. She'll give it off for Navarro. She looks to work on Nichols. Backing in, backing her way down. Out of room, bounces it out for Page. Now give it for Glanz, back for Page. She'll look to go baseline. Shut off there by Clark. Now working here to the elbow. Give it for Richardson. One collect. Here is Page with it now. Now Navarro spinning downhill, puts up a shot, runner won't go. Got her own rebound, poked away from her. Oh, they say she knocked it out of bounds, so it'll go to the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. Good opening possession for the Lady Warriors. Generated a good shot there. Nearly took a minute off the clock. 7:05 and ticking away. First possession here for the Bulldogs. Walker wanted it over the top, didn't get it. Now it's Avery Walker downhill, running out of room. Walker on the outside alley. Goes down to the baseline, shut off there by Robertson. Back to the inside for Falcons. To the hoop goes Clark. Got it outside baseline. Jumper is up and good for Allie Walker. Ball in here for the Lady Warriors. Glanz with it. Going to push against Walker into the front court. Now the ball bounced off of her foot. Richardson straight up defense here. Ball's loose. Onto the deck goes Glanz. Ball comes up top. Almost taken away from Clark. Now a three on the way for Walker. Airballed it, but there's a rebound backside for Allie Walker. Back to back it goes. Ball comes in for Page. Right back for Robertson. Now trying to protect it here in a timeout for head coach Mark Mortimer. A quick 4-0 run here for the Bulldogs to open up the second half. 23-18 your score. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard back after this on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland.
And we're back here at Lovell Middle School. Lady Warriors see their 9-point lead shrink down to 5 here on back-to-back buckets by Allie Walker. See what they can do here against this full-court press again of the Lady Bulldogs. Ball goes outside and in for Page, and now give for Navarro. She'll press the pace here against Nichols. Outside, Page for three. That one's no good. Fight for the rebound down for Clark. And here come the Bulldogs up the outside. Clark dribbling straight downhill. Now out of room, and that's going to be a foul on Robertson. That's Maddie's fourth. Not sure. Maddie just got out of position there, and that's her fourth foul. Actually, no, they call that her third. So had her for an extra one somewhere. Ball in for Clark against Richardson, up and good. That's a tough finish. Richardson, good straight-up defense. Ball in now for Glanz. Go backside for Annie Page, back for Emma. Lady Warriors trying to settle into this half after a 6-0 run here by the Bulldogs. Glanz pulls it out now, give for Navarro. Shot fake, got inside, runs into Falcons there. Now it's Page up top and 3 seconds in the key here. It's always terrible when the crowd is yelling 3 seconds and the next time down it comes up. Got to have confidence in your own vision out there. Turnover for the Lady Warriors, 23-20, your score. Walker to Walker here. Falcons want it on the inside. Now skip it over the top, Clark. Now Walker down low for Avery Walker. Works here against Glanz. Back out, Walker for three for the tie. No. Long rebound chance. Avery Walker on the other side. Mid-range two-point jumper is also no good. And a fight for it. It's going to be a jump ball here. Stay with Lovell. Lady Warriors still on the defensive side here. Ball comes in for Clark. It's a foul again. And if that's on Robertson, that's her fourth. No, it's on Page. So Annie Page picks up the foul, and back to the free throw line go the Bulldogs. And that's the second on Annie. First free throw is up and good for Clark. So the Bulldogs looked inept on offense to start the game, but now in the second half they've gone on a 7-0 run to start it and an 8-0 run, and a lane violation going to erase it here. So wipe off the point. So it goes back to 21. Ball comes in now for Page. She can dribble out of trouble here across the court here. Into the front court it goes for Robertson. Give back for Page. She settles, goes against Clark, down the baseline to the backside, shot up, no, fight for it. Richardson almost has it, then lost by Clark. Should stay Lady Warrior basketball, and it does. Lady Warriors, they need a bucket here just to kind of lift the lid off here in the second half and take a breath. Lead down to 2, 23-21. Backside, there's Robertson. She's open against Walker. Got her own rebound. Second attempt here. Third attempt. No whistle yet. Richardson up. Bank shot is good. They don't care if they don't get the whistle. They'll force it up in there. Good strong finish by Richardson. Outside Walker. Back for Falcons. Now in the corner. Allie Walker for 3. That one's off. No good. Long rebound now for Nichols. She steps in. Puts up a wild shot. No good. Fight for the rebound. Last touch by Nichols. Oh my goodness, Nichols was on the inside. Absolutely popped that off of her hand, but it stays with the Bulldogs. Ball set to come in and does for Walker. Ball goes to the inside, and Clark is going to be fouled by Page. So Annie picks up her third. Foul trouble is an issue for the Lady Warriors. 3 starters now with 3 fouls apiece. Head coach Mark Mortimer not making any changes just yet. Ball set to come in. Finally does up top for Nichols. Tipped away from her. Last touched by Navarro, out of play. So stays Bulldog basketball. 4:19 to go here in the third quarter. Lady Warriors on top by 4, 25-11. Ball comes in for Walker. She'll drive to the right side all the way to the hoop. Missed the layup there. Lady Warriors ripping it away. Robertson. And that's going to call that a jump ball. My goodness. Lady Warriors can't buy a whistle. The foul disparity all the way up to 12-4 now. Ball set to come in and does for Navarro. She'll push against Nichols here. Now back across. Walker trying to hassle, but Navarro comes into the front court. Almost lost it here. Has her back turned against Nichols to the inside. Lost it. Back outside for Page. She'll bounce it in now for Richardson. Back out Page for 3. That one's off the angle, no good. Here goes Clark the other way. High dribble. Nothing called. Clark stops, pops, turns around. Shot no good. Fall right out front. Shot no good again. Fight for it. It's the third time for Clark. No. Lost it. Ball saved in here. Taken away by Page. And the Lady Warriors finally out of trouble. And Page into the front court there. A lot of chances for the Bulldogs that time around. Page has it. Inside it goes for Richardson. Holds. Now back out for Robertson. Downhill she goes to the hoop. So much contact. Finally, a whistle for the Lady Warriors. Foul, that time the inside on Walker. First foul on Walker, first foul of the half on the Lady Bulldogs. That'll send Maddie Robertson to the free throw line. First one up, in and out, wouldn't go. Took a long look before it caromed away. Rattling of the feet. Sure you can hear it on the broadcast as Robertson fires for a second and knocks it through. 26-25, 3:14 to go here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs now with an uneven break. To the inside goes Walker, left it well short. Harshman has the rebound, tipped away from her by Page, out of play. Good denial to the inside there by Annie that time. Walker set to bring it in for Harshman. Now up top for Walker. Trying to clear up for a 3. That's a moving screen again. Here's Walker, a wild shot across the top. Fight for the rebound. Harshman has it. Missed it. Here comes Page out of there with it. Dribbling up the sideline against pressure. And now she'll keep going downhill. Page all the way to the inside. And she'll look to get rid of it. Almost taken away and now is taken away. Here's Walker at midcourt. Navarro trying to make up the distance. Walker down the baseline. Here it is, a 3 on the way now for Falcons. That one's no good. Long rebound out for Owens. Ball to the inside for Harshman. Harshman through the middle, up and good. Harshman with 7 points now. Ball up ahead for Annie Page. Hold things up. Lily Richardson got it back for Emma Glantz. Page on the right wing. Over the top it goes for Robertson. To the inside she goes. A blocking foul there finally. Harshman out of position and bumping. So the foul goes on Harshman. Her first. 26-23. They haven't put the bucket up there for Harshman on the other side yet. So just keep that in mind. You can probably see the scoreboard. So 26-23. High intensity, you expect it, and that's what's happened here in this one. To the backside, Robertson, free, up and good. Great play on the inbounds by the Lady Warriors. Robertson's got the last three for the Lady Warriors. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Walker spinning to the hoop, foul plus the bucket, and that's the third on Kat Navarro. Walker just made the decision to go downhill, and that's Avery's first bucket of the game, and a chance now to cut it back to a 2-point game. Again, they don't have the score correct here. They'll get it fixed sooner or later, maybe at the quarter break. Free throw is up and good. So a 2-point game as it's 28-26. Timeout, head coach Brian May and the Lady Bulldogs. 2:32 to go in the third. We got a tight one here in the elimination game from Lovell Middle School on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. And we're back here at Lovell Middle School. Lady Warriors breaking out of the timeout huddle. It's Glanz, Robertson, Navarro, Richardson, and Page out there for the Lady Warriors. Ball set to come in and does for Navarro. Cattle push up the right side. Now picks up Owens from behind, and a pushing foul from behind. Going to go on number 2, Kadri Owens. Third foul on the Bulldogs of the quarter. Lady Warriors have a baseline inbounds play. Ball comes into the backcourt for Glanz. She's defended there by Jenna Hessenthaler. Hessenthaler. Ball over the top. Bad pass by Emma Glanz there. Was looking for Richardson. Ball tipped away by Navarro. So the Lady Warriors haven't turned it over a whole lot. That one just got into a bad position on the inbounds play. Ball comes in for Walker. Now she'll kick for Clark. Harshman wants it. Camped out inside the paint. Nothing called yet. Finally does clear out of there. Hessenthaler getting a screen. Lady Warriors trying to switch back now as Owens looks to go to the baseline. Ran out of room there. She walked with it again down the baseline. That one's short, and Richardson has the rebound. Takes one collection dribble. Gets it back now for Emma Glanz. Here come the Lady Warriors back the other way. Now it's with Robertson. Inside it goes now for Navarro. Navarro to the deck she goes, and it's going to be Lovell basketball and a tie-up as they let Hessenthaler hang all over the right arm of Kat Navarro. Ball going to come in now here for the Bulldogs to Walker. She'll need some help back for Hessenthaler. Ball over the top now for Clark, and they've broken the pressure. Here they go downhill, outside. Another 2 on the way for Owens, up and good. And we've got ourselves a tie game. Kadri Owens knocks down her first bucket. Lady Warriors got to get the ball in. Finally do over the top now for Page. It's a foot race the other way, and Page will go to the hoop. They say partially blocked here as Richardson has it. My goodness, the Lady Warriors just cannot get a whistle as Walker mugged Page going up to the hoop. Glenn set to inbounds here. Ball here to the outside. And my goodness, and now the fastest 5 count you've ever seen as the Lady Warriors turn it over. Lady Warriors bring in Aiden Donahue here for Kat Navarro. Ball comes in now for Allie Walker. Ball goes over the top here as Donahue tries to hassle Walker at midcourt as she dribbles here up ahead looking for a screen, backs things out. Bulldogs looking for their first lead since 2-0. Ball tipped away, taken away by the Lady Warriors. Bounce it up for Glanz. Ball on the deck and taken back by the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Warriors got to find a way to settle down when the basketball's in their hands. And a double team comes against Walker. Now Clark to the inside it goes. Walker outside Owens. Shot on the way for 3 is good. And the Lady Bulldogs have the lead 31-28 now here in the third quarter. It's been a 17-5 quarter for the Bulldogs. Ball here for Robertson. She'll go to the inside, take on Owens right at the hoop, missed the shot, left it short. And again, these Lady Warriors have been out there for so long, tired legs out there for these starters. Owens outside here, now give for Walker. Up top it goes for Clark, back across for Owens. She'll take on a deep shot there, blocked away. And now the Lady Warriors have it with Paige. Here comes Annie up the right-hand side, looking to get it up top. Robertson's got to take the shot on. Not going to get it off here. DeClance does at the buzzer, and it was on the line just off the left-hand side. Exciting fourth quarter coming your way next. Lady Warriors outscored 17-5 in the quarter. Fourth quarter next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
Lovell basketball to start the fourth quarter. Lady Warriors trailing for the first time since the opening bucket of the game. See if they have a response here in the fourth quarter as Walker comes forward. Give for Avery Walker, now to Allie Walker to the hoop. Left it off the underside of the standard, and it's going to stay with Lovell there as the Lady Warriors can't corral the rebound. That's been one of the issues here. Lady Warriors out-rebounded pretty heavily here in this second half. Walker gets the ball in here in the corner. Ball goes in for Harshman, tipped away from her. Now Walker going to go back for Harshman, working against Richardson. Steps in, shot up, and now they're going to call a foul with Harshman falling to the deck. My goodness. Lily Richardson picks up her fourth on a tough one, playing straight up defense, and Harshman falling to the floor. So Richardson hits her fourth, and finally the ball telling the truth there as Harshman misses the first. Richardson's got to come out with 4 fouls. That puts the Lady Warriors in a bit of a physical disadvantage down low. Second one here for Harshman is good. 4-point game. Ball comes in now for Bassett. Give it back for Robertson. She'll dribble towards midcourt. Harshman set to pick her up there. Lady Warriors go here to the right side, bouncing to the inside. Ball off the foot of Lovell. That one was kicked away. I saw it from here. Came off of a Lovell foot. You could see it change angles. Somebody find an optometrist here in Lovell. 32-28 your score as Walker spins here at the top, goes to the hoop, stripped away off her leg. There we go. Kennedy Bassett going back the other way. So Lady Warriors have it back on the takeaway. Good defense from Lady Bulldogs, ball comes in now for Kat Navarro, pushes the pace here against the Bulldogs all the way to the hoop, and she is fouled in transition. Foul going to go on Harshman possibly, or Owens. And they give that to Walker, her second. That'll send Kat Navarro to the free throw line here for the Lady Warriors. They've only been 4 times so far. Hush falls over the crowd now. The pounding feet of the Lovell faithful in attendance, and Navarro can't hit the first. And Felkins and Nichols back into the game for Harshman and Owens. 4-point deficit for the Lady Warriors. Navarro looking to go 1 of 2 here. And the first one's good, and now a lane violation called, and the Lady Warriors just wipe off the attempt. Made it, did Navarro, but a lane violation, 1 apiece on the team so far. Can't see a ball kick off of a foot, but can see the lane violation, so that is good. 7:10 to go here as Walker holds high. Felkins, now Walker, and a strip away again by Bassett, but they say they got her on the arm. So Bassett commits a foul, sends Walker to the free throw line where she is 4 of 4 thus far. And Walker knocks down the first. It's been a 19-5 half here for the Bulldogs. Lady Warriors led by 9 at the half, now trail by 5. Jersey Richards comes in for Kennedy Bassett. And the second one from Walker is good. Lady Warriors get the ball quickly in for Richards. If she lifted up her head, Jersey was just dribbling with her head down. And finally a timeout called by head coach Mark Mortimer. Lady Warriors retain possession. 34-28 Bulldogs, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Lady Warriors trying to get back into it on the other side on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Teams break out of that full timeout huddle extra early, so the Lady Warriors, Jersey Richards comes off the floor, and Kennedy Bassett comes right back in. So I'm not sure if they just can't stop the timeout clock, so they got to let it. There we go. Now we're ready for basketball. Far sideline inbounds here for the Lady Warriors looking for some offense. Ball comes in for Page. Holds it high on the right. Now give for Glanz. Crossover dribble against Walker. Trying to go baseline. Dump it in now for Navarro. Collects inside. Shot up. No. Ball tipped away. Last touch by Robertson. As the Lady Warriors missed the shot there. Got a good look. Ball going to come in now for Walker. Over the top it goes. Walker, and now a collision at midcourt as Walker steps around. Missed the shot. Fight for it. And off of Page, it'll stay with the Bulldogs. Sorry about the camera work there. Remains a 6-point game here, and Lily Richardson can come in with the 4 fouls. She's got to play as hard as she can, but again, got to be careful with those 4 fouls. Ball set to come in here. Ball comes in now for Clark. Puts up an awkward shot across the middle, and now another whistle. The Lady Warriors, a foul going to go on who here? Richards or Robertson? That's her 4th. So Robertson picks up her 4th. And the first free throw is up and no good for Clark. So it remains a 2-possession game of now. Lady Warriors shut out so far in the opening minute 24 of the 4th quarter. Second free throw looks better is up and good. 16 free throws. The ball comes in for Page. Come back and get the ball, does Glanz. Now she'll push it here up the left-hand side, and into the front court she goes against Walker. Holding things up, give back for Navarro. Dribbles across the top, and a blocking foul there on the Bulldogs. Foul goes on Felkins, her first. Ball comes in for Page on the outside. Get it now for Glanz, tipped away by Walker and out of play. So Lady Warriors, plenty of game left here with 6:18 to go. Ball comes in for Navarro, and this one's tipped and towards midcourt. The ball's still loose. Lady Warriors and Bulldogs on the floor with it as Walker runs out of room. Get it, free throw line jumper for Clark is good. And now it's a 9-point game. And Lady Warriors almost lose that one, but it'll stay with them on the tip away. A 23-5 half so far here. Full timeout on the floor. We step away with them here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. 37-28. Lady Warriors in a hole with 5:59 to go in the fourth quarter.
Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com.
And we're back, set to go to live action. Lady Warriors now trailing by 9, 37-28. Ball goes now for Glanz. She'll push into the front court now against Nichols. Protecting the ball here, Nichols bumping left and right as Glanz runs out of room, gets it across here for Page. Page back for Navarro. Navarro downhill she goes. Ball's loose. Last touched here by the Bulldogs. It should stay Lady Warrior basketball and does. Live coverage brought to you as well by Keller Construction. Ball comes in for Page on the outside. Gets a screen here from Richardson, but moves away from it. Now back out for Navarro. Handoff for Glanz. Right wing, thought about skipping it across. Now needs some help. Bouncing it in outside right here for Page. Give it for Navarro. Double team came. Now Richardson. One dribble here. Holds high. Now needs some help. Trying to get rid of it, and finally does here for Robertson. And now a lot of contact again on Maddie. And the shot goes up. My goodness, just an absolute assault by the Bulldogs in the defensive front court. And the Lady Warriors can't get a whistle in their favor. 4:58 to go as the Bulldogs operate here just on the edge of the perimeter. Here goes Felkins to the inside. Straight away for Nichols. Nichols pass Navarro to the hoop. Left hand is up and good. Lady Warriors running out of gas here. They've been in the game for pretty much the entirety of the game. Ball comes in now for Page. It's stolen away there by Clark, up and good, and all of a sudden it's a 13-point deficit. Lady Warriors got to get the ball in and got to try to do so quickly, and now they lose it. And it's off of Navarro as she was pushed by Nichols. And I will say the Lady Warriors have made plenty of mistakes on their own, but this officiating crew has been not up to the task so far today. Ball over the top and in for Walker. Walker for three. That one's short of everything. Ball tip, got her own rebound. Floater down the middle, no good. Fight for it, tied up. It'll go to the Lady Warriors on a tie up there between Felkins and Richardson. Lady Warriors need offense, and they need it quickly. Ball comes in for Page. She'll push up the right side, now dribbles back to the middle of the floor, and now will break the pressure to the front court. She dribbles, gives for Robertson, back for Page, and now for Navarro. Works against Nichols. Downhill she goes. Runs out of room. Ton of contact here again. Richardson back out for Glenn. She'll dribble. Find it for Page. Little shot fake there to the inside. Floater is up and good for Page. She ended up on the deck as well. Lady Warriors finally a bucket. Lead down to 11 as Nichols holds things up over the top. Stolen away by Page. Holds things up here. Still has the dribble and gets it off for Glanz. Page, right wing now. Looking for a cutter, straight away for Glanz. Backside for Navarro. Cat goes to the middle of the floor, dumps it back for Robertson. Maddie to the inside, floater down the lane, no. Got her own rebound, shot up, no. Fight for it, got it again. Third time up, fouled there. And finally going to the line of the Lady Warriors, foul on number 15, Avery Walker, her second. Lady Warriors trying to break this back to a 9-point game. And I will say these Lady Warriors, regardless of result, they have poured their guts and heart onto the hardwood here at Lovell Middle School as Robertson knocks the first down. She's got 6 in the game. Richardson comes out, Bassett in. Head coach Mark Mortimer knows he's going to need a couple of threes down the stretch. Bassett, one of the best three-point shooters for the Lady Warriors. Second shot set to go on the way and good. 2-2 trip for Robertson. Lady Warriors are 5 of 7 from the free throw line. And now they got to get the ball back. Walker up the outside. She's bumped there. Now tries to get rid of it. Left her feet. Dangerous move there as Felkins goes downhill. Almost taken away. And now it's back for Owens. Straight away for Clark. Downhill goes Walker. Left hand scooping layup is no good. Page has the rebound. Tried to push it up the floor. Is able to get it to Navarro. And now a foul by Nichols. And that's the 4th of the quarter on the Bulldogs. The next one puts the Lady Warriors at the line in double bonus. Here's Navarro to inbounds now. Ball comes in for Bassett in the backcourt. She'll get it off for Glanz. Emma now dribbling towards midcourt. Had it poked away momentarily. Now has to push. Got to go quickly, and that's a 10-second call. Head coach Mark Mortimer doesn't have many time, has only one timeout left. Couldn't save the possession for the Lady Warriors there. Might need it down the stretch. Timeout, head coach Brian May and the Bulldogs. We'll be back after this. 41-32 Bulldogs, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics.
2:42 remaining in this one. Lady Warriors trail 41-32. Bulldog basketball out of the timeout. Ball set to come in and does for Walker. They'll go inside Felkins, trying to look for the handoff, but now Walker has it on the right side. Felkins in the corner. They'll look for more help. Have it with Clark up top. Glanz hassling there. Now give it back for Felkins. Backside for Clark again. Lady Warriors amping up the defensive pressure. Glanz right on Clark. Needs some help here with Walker. Finally get it out now for Felkins. Felkins looking to go downhill. Walker with it now. She'll look to drive. Good defense here from Annie Page. Trying to make things difficult. Almost took it away from her there. Clark with it now up top. Looking for it. Spins away from trouble. And Nichols had flashed to the hoop open but couldn't hit her there. And now Felkins downhill to the hoop, up and good. Got past Robertson. 11-point game 43-32, minute 47 to go for the Lady Warriors. Navarro goes to the baseline, working here. Robertson now moves towards the left baseline. Dribbling across, now dribbles all the way across, puts up a shot, and she's fouled again. That'll send Robertson to the free throw line. Foul went on number 2, Becca Nichols, her third, and that sends Robertson to the line. First free throw up and good. Nice free throws here by Robertson. She is just a spark plug player for the Lady Warriors. I'll tell you, no matter what, whether it was the 1-win season last year, so far the 10-win season this year, she has been there for the Lady Warriors, and she knocks down another. She's got 9, and the Lady Warriors spend their last time out with a minute 32 to go here in this one, a 9-point game on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 43-34. Back after this on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! Are you searching for a Wyoming local general contractor for your next home improvement or new home construction? Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland should be your first call. From concrete to roofing and everything in between. New builds, renovations, additions, custom projects, and more. Call Cody Keller at Keller Construction in Worland, 307-431-6541.
And welcome back inside the Lovell Middle School as Nichols gets it off for Walker. Full court press here for the Lady Warriors. Walker, though, dribbling to the corner. And now a foul going to go on Kennedy Bassett. Bassett will come out of the game for Aiden Donahue. It's just Bassett's second. Ball set to come in and does here deep up top for Walker. Hassled now by Donahue. Get it for Walker. Ball almost taken away. 2 players on the deck. Bulldogs retain possession as a couple of legs are tied up here. Walker was open down low. Gets it back now with a minute 9 to go. Ball loose here, taken away by the Lady Warriors. Here's Robertson with it. Turns it midcourt. Going downhill. Out of room now. Glands for 3. Need it. Couldn't get it there. Fight for the rebound, and over the top goes Robertson. And that will do it for Maddie. She fought hard from start to finish. Some lights just went out here at Lovell Middle School. There they come back on. So that'll do it for Maddie Robertson. 9-point game with now Felkins going to the free throw line. The Bulldogs 16 of 21 from the free throw line. A 9-point disparity in that territory, and that's where the lead sits now with Felkins at the line. She's got 4 points first trip here to the charity stripe now. First one up, no good. Left it short. Tired legs here for both teams. Lady Warriors, it's into the desperation time. No timeouts, trailing by 9. As Felkins will have a second to go here. Shot on the way. This one a little more under it, but could not finish the shot up. But then an offensive rebound on a long tip out here for Walker. Clark with it. Lady Warriors, they're going to have to foul here soon, and finally do, with Glands fouling against Clark. Clark has been exactly a 50% free throw shooter today, 3 of 6. And that one's good. You can't not look at that stat. 24 free throw attempts for the Lady Bulldogs, 9 for the Lady Warriors. And a 2-of-2 trip, no, a 1-of-2 trip here as the Lady Warriors get the rebound with Richardson. Quickly up the floor for Navarro. Pulls up against Nichols, missed it. Now fight for the rebound. Richardson got it, goes up, no. Over the top goes Page. She got it there, maybe got away with one as Page knocks it back down to a 9-point game. Lady Warriors back. They're going to have to get out, and they're going to have to try to foul as Walker goes towards the corner. Outside Clark, 28 seconds to go. Here's Donahue. Lady Warriors now trying to foul. Walker up top. Lady Warriors, a lot of time going off here. Just going to have to foul at some point. Don't have enough time to take it back here. It's an 8-point game, and finally the Lady Warriors do foul. But with 14 seconds left and no timeouts, the Lady Warriors are in a tough spot now with Walker going to the free throw line for free throws 26 and 27 for the Bulldogs. Remember, doubleheader here this morning. The Worland Warriors and Cody Bronx will play next with a chance to go to the 3A state championship tournament. Lady Bulldogs at the line with Walker on the way, just short, no good. And again, jelly legs for both teams here. They've poured their absolute hearts out. All these ladies on the floor, no matter what happens, you give them their credit that is due. That one's also no good. Glanz with the rebound, tried to throw it up. It's stolen away by the Bulldogs. And with 10 seconds to go, that's going to do it for this one. It's going to tick down in the final 10 seconds. Lady Warriors take it back as Page will put up the last shot of the season. Wouldn't go for three. And the Lady Warriors see their season come to a close. 44-36, the final on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Postgame show presented by 7-Up next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Yep, we even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland.
And welcome inside the post-game show presented by 7-Up. The Worland Lady Warriors see their season come to a close on a Saturday morning at Lovell Middle School. 44-36 the final. The Lady Warriors led at points in this game, believe it or not, by as many as 13 points. And the Lady Bulldogs, though, come back in a second half that sees them outscore the Lady Warriors 30-13 in half number 2. The Bulldogs outshot the Lady Warriors from the free throw line 27-9 and a total of 17-9. The difference in the game truly was the free throw line. The Bulldogs able to get there often. The Lady Warriors not as much in this one. So the Lady Warriors fall 44-36. Let's get into the scoring summary now here on the post-game show presented by 7-Up for Lovell. 5 points for Kadri Owens, 2 for Becca Nichols, 10 for Allie Walker, 8 for Morgan Harshman, 3 for Avery Walker, 4 for Hannity Falcons, and 12 for Brooklyn Clark. 17-27 from the charity stripe, 1 3-pointer down. Lady Warriors in their final game of the year, and for the final game of the career, Kat Navarro with 8 points. Same story for Maddie Robertson, 9 points, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Emma Glanz, 7 points in the game for Emma as well for the Lady Warriors. So Emma is a junior, but with Kat, Maddie, and Kennedy Bassett playing their final games as Lady Warriors. Emma Glanz with 7, including a Watchkey Cinemas 3, 8 points for Annie Page, and 4 for Lily Richardson. 44-36 the final. Time to get into our final segment of the post-game show presented by 7-Up. It is our Warriors game review presented by Watchkey Cinemas. Lady Warriors came out and they were throwing haymaker punches early and they were landing. They took a 13-9 lead in the opening quarter. The Bulldogs made the first bucket. Lady Warriors had a lead at 13-6 at one point in the quarter. 13-9 after one. Second quarter, Lady Warriors continued to put pressure on. They denied field goals the entire quarter to the Bulldogs. Only 5 free throws in the quarter for the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Warriors had a 23-14 lead at the half. The third quarter, it was the pinch point. It was the changing point for the Lady Warriors and Bulldogs. Bulldogs put together a 17-5 quarter to take a 31-28 lead. Lady Warriors only 2 field goals in it. And in the fourth quarter, the Bulldogs stretched their lead all the way out to 13. Lady Warriors scratched their way back within 8 late on, but could not get enough offense in that fourth quarter to get back into the game. The Lady Warriors fall by a final score of 44-36 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. That's our Warrior game review presented by Watchkey Cinemas in Worland. That does it for our post-game show presented by 7-Up. Final score one more time. Worland Lady Warriors fall in this one to the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. Final score on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 44-36. Lovell to the 3A state championship tournament. Lady Warriors see their season come to a close here on a Saturday morning from Lovell Middle School. We take a break. On the other side into a quick McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show as the Warriors play again. They'll take on the Cody Bronx. Same story, win, and you're in. Warrior basketball on the other side on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com.
And welcome into a quick version of the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. Worland Warriors and Cody Bronx warming up here about 6 minutes away from the starting lineups and opening tap in this one. We say thank you to the Lady Warriors. We say thank you to those seniors for all the highlights over the last few years. Kat Navarro, Kennedy Bassett, Maddie Robertson. They are the definition of what you want to see from Lady Warriors. Despite what happened in games, despite results, despite the win-losses, they showed up every time, and I'd say they left their hearts out on the floor, and the black and orange faithful, I'm sure, are cheering them along at home. So we say goodbye to those seniors and look ahead to the 2026 and 7 season in Worland Lady Warrior basketball. So it will be an interesting one for the Lady Warriors next year as they graduate a few very good seniors, and they'll look to get back to the 3A state tournament next year. 1-2 at the 3A West Regional. Warriors currently 1-1. They lost the opening game to the Lander Valley Tigers 65-40, and then the Warriors came back with a 47-27 victory over the Lyman Eagles to get into this game. For the Cody Bronx, they won their opening game of the tournament against the Powell Panthers. They took out Powell in that one, 58-36, the final there, and then lost in the semifinal last night, 43-34 to the Pinedale Wranglers, and that's what finds us here in an elimination game on a Saturday morning from Lovell Middle School on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. As we're just about 4.5 minutes away from the opening tip of this one, we're glad to have you along. Worland Warriors come into this one. They're 9-12 overall. In this one, the Warrior boys, come into this tournament sitting at that 9-14 mark. Picked up a win and a loss so far in this tournament to move them to 10-14. The Cody Bronx are now also 10-14. These two teams split their regular season 54-52. Cody got the win last week, and then the Warriors at home earlier this season, they got a win over the Cody Bronx in that one, and that game, the score of that one was 54-43 in favor of the Warriors. So these two teams, they match up well. And again, with coming off wins, we know what's on the line. The Warriors just saw the Lady Warriors fall. They'll look to avoid the same fate and qualify for the 3A state championship tournament. The Warriors missed out last year for the first time in nearly a decade, so they'll look to make it a very short stint away from the championship tournament here with a win against the Cody Bronx. Warriors led out by Cooper Cannon. He had 23 points yesterday in the win against the Lovell Bulldogs. The Lyman Eagles. So a big game there for him. 15 points per game on the season. Grant Page averaging nearly 10 points per game. Michael Williams at 9 points per game. Taylor Ruckman averaging 10 points per game. Of course, he's going to be a secondary unit player with that knee injury picked up at Cody last Thursday. about 10 days ago, but he was able to come back and play a bit. He's not 100%, but still every time he's on the floor, he's giving it 100%. For the Cody Bronx in this one, they this season they've been led by a number of players. I got off to a really slow start to the season, did the Cody Bronx. Had some injuries early on, but they're led by Josh Sowers, averaging 14 points per game. He's their big senior down low. And then it's just a number of scores right around that 5 to 7 point range. Parker Hine out there. Also, Griff McCartan averaging about 6 points per game, 6 points a game for Trent Power. They're just kind of that team that mixes it up. 48 points per game for the Cody Bronx. They surrender about 51. For the Worland Warriors, they average 51.5 points per game, 54 surrendered. These two teams, they couldn't be any closer. They played a couple of tight matches in the regular season. We are expecting that to be the same story here today. With this one, with everything on the line, we will see which teams show up, which players make an impact, and we'll have all the play-by-play action for you here in just minutes. That's going to do it for our McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. Get them online at worlandwio.com or get a hold of them 307-347-4271. The number there to talk to a real estate specialist at McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. On the other side, we get into our starting lineups and opening tip, brought to you by the Northern Wyoming News here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McKamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics.
And welcome back inside of Lovell Middle School here. Worland Warriors and the Cody Bronx starting lineups for the Warriors. Number 10, Gunnar Mascaro. 12, Cooper Cannon. Number 22, Grant Page. Number 23, Elias Mitchell. And number 24, Michael Williams. On the other side, you got Parker Hine, number 0. Number 1, Nathaniel Pryor. Number 30, Griff McCartan. Number 34, Josh Sowers. And I believe it's number 2, Trent Bauer. It's one of the Bowers here. Northern Wyoming News opening tip-up as we're ready to go here. And little false start here. False start. We're ready to go now. Our officials getting it. And we are underway. It's controlled here by the Cody Bronx. Our opening tip brought to you by the Northern Wyoming News. And it's actually Cash McFadden into the game for the Cody Bronx. So up top, it's in the hands of Pryor. Now a touch for McFadden. Pryor outside here for Hine. Dumped to the inside. Ball stripped away from behind, and a foul from in behind. Going to go quickly on Gunnar Mascaro. So Gunnar picks up an early foul trying to take it away from Hine on the inside. Baseline inbounds play now here for the Worland Warriors, or excuse me, the Cody Bronx. It'll be Nathaniel Pryor to bring it in. Looking to get the ball in for Hine. No, it's over the top. It's tipped away here by Mitchell, but it's tracked down in the backcourt by McFadden, and now Gunnar Mascaro just got to be a little bit careful. He is a pressure player. McCartan on the inside, throws it to the inside, looking for Sowers, and quickly up for Mitchell. Nearly not ready for it there was Elias, and the Warriors settle into the offense here on the other side. So a turnover early here for the Bronx. Mascaro, crossover dribble, runs out of room. Now it's Page, thought about the three. Goes to the free throw line. Over the top now for Williams. Offered a screen. Now Mascaro downhill. He's going to go to the right side. Scoop layup is up and good. Gunnar Mascaro looks in a mood here to start this one. Warriors 2-0. First bucket of the day belongs to the black and orange. Minute into it. Bronx break the pressure here with a pass up for Pryor. And the ball tipped away there by Cooper Cannon on the far side. So a sideline inbounds play here for the Bronx. Ball in the hands of Hine. Give it off for Pryor. Back for Hine. Now Sowers holds it left corner. Driving goes Hines, shut off there, and now McCartan, lefty for three in the corner, got it. Somehow he got left wide open out there, and McCartan, he'll shoot it, and he can hurt you. Ball's got to come in now, finally does for Cooper Cannon as the Broncs put on a little full court pressure. Williams with it. He'll dribble towards the middle. Now give for Cannon. He breaks the pressure here to the front court. Now give Mascaro to the inside spin move on McCartan. Get it out for Williams. He goes to work to the inside on McFadden. He's to the inside. Shot up and good over the swiping hand of Josh Sowers, and Williams with the finish out in front. Lead back to the Warriors, 4-3, and now Hine back on the other side of the floor. McCartan outside. Warriors nearly didn't close out. McCartan looked like he was set to fire. Pryor with it now, and Hine will take control straight away. Inside it goes. McFadden, turnaround for the lefty is no good. Sowers and a Page Sky for the rebound. Grant comes away with the advantage there as Williams presses into the front court. Thought about the three. Good closeout that time by McFadden. Now Cannon downhill. Give for Mascaro. Directing a little traffic here. Now Mascaro going to go back outside Page. Grant goes to the free throw line. He's going to work here. A little mismatch all the way to the hoop. Up and good. He takes Cash McFadden for a ride, and Page has a bucket. McCartan in the backcourt now. Has it into the front court with a pass to Hine. Hine, downhill he goes. Now Sowers will work on Page. Couple of shot fakes up and good. Sowers got to the inside. He's got his first bucket of the day. And now quickly up the floor for Gunnar Mascaro. Goes all the way to the hoop. Missed the layup short, though. Had an option to the outside, but decided to go up for it. And the Warriors can't hit that bucket, and almost taken away by Cooper Cannon, flying to deflect that one away. Pryor to inbound on the far sideline. Ball inbounds now to the check-in Trent Bauer. Bauer holding back for Pryor. Now Pryor takes on a three, high arcing. That one's off, no good. Page has the rebound, quick outlet here for Cooper Cannon. Now inside it goes for Mitchell. Ton of contact, no whistle. Ended up on the deck, and here comes McCartan back the other way. Still keeping it, poked away from him, and now a foul from behind as the Warriors get tagged for a second. See who this one's on. Oh, that's on Gunnar Mascaro. That's his second. Here at the 4:34 mark of quarter number one. So Mascaro comes out. Kobe Bradshaw, the sophomore, is in. Pryor to the right side here for Bauer. Back for Pryor. They'll work the high perimeter here. McCartan at the free throw line to the inside. Got a couple of players to leave their feet. Now the ball's tipped out here, and the ball taken away by Bauer. He'll take on a three straight away. That one missed badly. And here comes Cooper Cannon. Outside it goes for Bradshaw. Holding things up, gets it out for Williams, and the Warriors settle into the offense. And now a three for Cannon. That one's short of everything. Well, just caught the front tin there. Long, deep three attempt there for Coop. Couldn't find its way down. Quick possession there for the Warriors. Into the corner it goes for McFadden. Skip it across for McCartan for three. That one's short again. That one tipped out. Last touch. He is on the sideline there as he goes into the front. Good catch down there in that front row there by a Warrior fan. Sowers got the last touch on that one, so goes back to the Warriors. Good competitive opening 4+ minutes of this one. As Cannon has it in, he'll face some pressure in the backcourt. Now works over to the left-hand side. Spins back for Mitchell. Looking to go into the middle. Finally do get it across here with Page. He can push back to the far side here. Checking into the game was Cash Robinson. Getting a screen here for Cooper Cannon. Dancing across the middle. Now Williams. To the inside it goes for Page. He'll go to work again. Another mismatch against Bauer. Dumps for Mitchell. Great vision. A little dime dropper, and Mitchell gets his first bucket of the day. Unselfish play from Grant Page as Robinson comes to the other side and almost lost it. Back outside it goes. Sowers down the baseline, almost taken away as he was looking for Hine down on the right block. Good defense from the Warriors. Ball comes in now here for Bauer. Straight away outside for Hine. Gets around Mitchell, pulls up through the middle and knocks down a mid-range jumper. So first bucket of the day for Hine. Cuts the lead back to 1, 8-7. Cannon through the middle here now for Bradshaw, and a foul at midcourt. think it's going to go against Hine. It does. First foul on the Bronx here in the quarter. 2:50 left to go in it. Quick moving opening quarter. Ball in for Cannon. And the Warriors operate here on the left-hand side with Williams. He'll look to drive, find it for Bradshaw. Sees a little space. Now back outside Mitchell, working around the top of the perimeter. Gets it outside for Page. Back out Mitchell, and now a foul on a grab to the inside. Robinson, I think, is going to get tagged. So Cash Robinson, the message from head coach Jay McCartan is stick to Cooper Cannon like glue, as we'll see Finn Manley check into the game, and I think Griff McCartan comes back in as well. Ball comes in for Page, quickly up top. They'll work it around. Outside for Williams. He'll move left here against McCartan. Spin move to the left block, up and good! Spin cycle finish for Michael Williams, and a timeout. Head coach Tanner Hart and the Warriors. 10-7 in the early going, 2:20 to go. First quarter on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
We're back here at Lovell Middle School. Team set to break out of the huddle here. It'll be Bronx basketball here on the far side of the floor with the inbounds. Bronx set to bring this one inbounds, due with Robeson. To Bauer, back for Robeson. He'll move towards the middle of the floor. Now back for McCartan. Skip it way over the top here for Hine. Got it on the left wing. Got a man to leave his feet. Williams forcing him out here to the left corner. Now Robeson. McCartan, little shot fake. Now drives to the free throw line. Manley couldn't handle the pass there on the no look. Man, McCartan saw that pass. I sure didn't, but just a little too hot now too hot to handle for Finn Manley. Get back for Bradshaw here. Again, full court press breaker. Over the top it goes for Mitchell. Catches it there. Williams in transition. A three on the way. That one's just wouldn't peek over the front. And here comes Hine up the left-hand side against Bradshaw. Lost it behind his back. Ends up in the hands of Bauer. And now Hine, mid-range jumper, is up and good from the left baseline. Bradshaw again. Picks up the dribble, throws it outside. A lot of contact there by Robeson. Left, leaving his feet is Cannon. Got it for Mitchell. Outside Williams. He'll work now on Finley. Gets a screen. Drops it off for Bradshaw. Warriors settle into the offensive set here. Cannon looking to go downhill. No room there. Williams gets it. He'll spot up for a three. Missed it. There's Bradshaw on the inside. Man, should have been a foul on Hine. My goodness. Hine out of position, smashing into Bradshaw. Change is coming here. Pryor back into the game. I think that's Wade Bauer into the game for the first time for the Bronx. 2-point game, 10-9. Warriors on top. Bronx looking for their opening lead of the game. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. Ball goes over the top for Pryor, and the Bronx settle into the offense. Hine outside. Found his range, a couple of deep two-point jumpers so far. As the Warriors get it, bounce it in for Pryor. Again, that one's from 10, wide open. Not sure. Warriors losing a couple of the Bronx inside the scoring zone as Mitchell gets it inbounds, and now outside for Bradshaw. And they'll say McCartan, and he lets McCartan make the call for him on the far side. So Bradshaw lost it out there. McCartan now with wearing the stripes out there. Fourth official out there for him. Keep him in check. And the ball in for Hine. 30 seconds to go. Spin move here against Bradshaw. Downhill he goes. Hine to the hoop. And they're going to count the bucket. fouls on Bradshaw. So Kobe picks up his first, and Hines got 6 points in the quarter with an and one opportunity. Bump came way out there. I guess we got NBA continuation. So if you're going to dream big of where your future might take you here from the high school realm all the way to the land of the trees amongst professionals. And Hine on the way, no good there. Now a fight for the rebound, and last touched by Hine. No, they say last touched by Cannon. And so the Bronx retain possession here, 13-10 your score. In favor of the Bronx, 23.7 to go. Ball comes in now for Bauer. Hine has it straight away. Cannon trying to stick with him, goes downhill, now runs out of trouble. Almost walked with it there. Now Wade Bauer. Inside it goes McCartan. Thinks about going. Warriors almost lost him. Now he loses it. Cooper Cannon, 6 seconds to go. Warriors got to be aware of the time here. Bradshaw for Mitchell at the buzzer in the quarter. Just missed it short. That'll do it for the first quarter. Cody Bronx have a 13-10 lead on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard heading to the second quarter on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pierre Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today.
And we're set for the second quarter here. Warriors trailing at 13-10 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here. Mascaro back in the game along with Cannon, Bradshaw, Page, and Williams. Got a little water on the floor, not sure. Somebody get a towel. It's a little court maintenance here, a little court maintenance stoppage. Finally, the Warriors throw over a towel. Finally did get it there. Not sure. Cody Bronx, no towels out there, I guess. Nobody on the Bronx must sweat. Finally. Bronx have Hine, Pryor, McCartan, McFadden, and Sowers out there. All right, we're set for the second quarter now that we got the floor cleaned up. We're ready to go here in the second quarter. Cooper Cannon into the front court, gives it off for Page, left wing, over the top it goes. Ball's intercepted here, trying to go for Williams over the top. Hines complaining about something there on the contest of the steal. But they come into the front court now after the early Worland turnover. Tried to go over the top for Williams, couldn't get it all the way over the top as Hines took it away. Now a look to drive, goes left side McFadden, back for Hines straight away. Pryor probing across the top of the free throw line. Hine now, ball tipped away and now off the bucket here. Page had it and now it's into the hands of the Bronx. Here comes McCartan downhill. Warriors trying to recover. And McCartan on the outside needs some help. Finally does get it there in Hine. Into the corner for Pryor. Skip it across. No, ball tipped around. Taken away by the Warriors. So both teams active hands so far in this one. Cannon on the other side. Warriors were off to a good start. We'll pause on the offense thus far. Page back for Cannon. Fires a three. Why not? In and out. Spins away. No good. Bradshaw tried to tip it away from McCartan but couldn't get a hand on it. Good look there for Coop. That was halfway down before it spilled away. Pryor on the other side. Going outside for Hine. Downhill he goes. Back into the corner for Pryor for a three. That one's on the way. In and out. That one took a long look as well before it caromed away. Both teams with an almost three. And then it's tipped away by McCartan up the far sideline. It'll stay with the Warriors. Both teams, man, it's a deflection party here. Ball in for Bradshaw now. Still a 13-10 game. Both teams looking for their first points of the quarter, more than a minute and a half into it. Ball outside for Williams, guarded by McFadden. Spin move there. Now needs some help to the inside for Bradshaw. He'll go the hoops. Shot is up and good. Bradshaw, a little spin move and good with the right hand there. 13-12. Tough hit there for Bradshaw, the sophomore. He showed us what he could do on the soccer pitch. We know what he can do on the court. Promising future for Bradshaw. Sowers bounces it in for Pryor. Now he goes downhill against Mascaro. Blocked away, kicked away by Pryor. They're going to go talk about it. Warrior basketball did come off of Pryor. Thought his leg caught that one. Good discussion there from the officials. That's when you get together, just make sure you get it right. And they do so. Full court press still here by the Bronx. Mascaro has it. Dribbles left. Now back across here for Cannon. He can push into the front court. Warriors working now. Coop, spin move there. Shut off. Almost lost it. Outside now for Page. And back out Mascaro. They're making it tough for Coop so far. It's Mascaro looking to go downhill. Page left him alone, thought about taking it. Now goes to the inside, takes Sowers all the way to the rack, and he'll finish. Good aggression from Grant Page there. Cross here for McFadden. Back for Hine. He'll work around Bradshaw. Pulled up an awkward two-point jumper. Last touch by Sowers and out of play. Good stop there by the Warriors. Warriors, somebody's got to inbound it. Here comes Bradshaw back to do so. So a lead back to the Warriors, 14-10 on a little 4-0 run here in the opening 3 minutes of the second quarter. Colt Weber comes into the game. They'll rifle it across now for Bradshaw. Into the middle it goes for Page. Back up top now for Coop. Dribbles across the top of the key. Now hands it back off for Mascaro. Both teams' defensive pressure has been great so far. Mascaro outside for Weber. One more touch for Page. Leave him alone again. He can step in here. Dribbling against Sowers all the way to the rack. Puts up a shot. Fouled there. Grant Page, good aggression from the big. They need him. Sowers with the first foul. First foul of the quarter as well, and Page will go to the line for two. Elias Mitchell set to come back into the game next. Williams also on the bench still. Page's first on the way, rims out no good. Mitchell for Cannon. So that'll make Bradshaw and Mascaro the primary ball handlers here for the Warriors. Second one for Page, also no good. Long rebound down for Sowers. Here come the Bronx in retaliation the other way. All up top, Cash Robeson into the game. Bauer also wants it on the right wing, didn't get it there. Robeson nearly poked away by Mascaro. Inside it goes, McFadden, now Sowers. Spin move here on Page, outside it goes, Hine. Step back for three on the way, that one's off the back heel, no good. Hine has it again, looking to dribble, trying to go to the outside, almost taken away by Mitchell. Back up top with the Bronx. 4:05 to go, half the second quarter gone by in a tight one. 1 point Warrior lead, 14-13. Live coverage of this regional brought to you by Hughes Construction and others as well. Ball inside for McFadden. Fall away, no good. Page comes and takes it away from Sowers. Nice rebound there for Page. He's been big so far. Robeson jumps the screen here, and now Mascaro going to the inside, poked away from him there. Robeson, a very good defender. He and Mascaro, they're like the same player going against each other. Michael Williams, Cooper Cannon back in. Grant Page, Kobe Bradshaw to the bench here. Williams and Mitchell will operate as the bigs. Mascaro to cue up the inbounds play. Ball comes in here for Williams. Fall away jumpers, no good. Fight for it. Sowers is the first one there. Warriors fall away wouldn't go there for Michael Williams. McCartan for Hine in the corner for Robeson. Trying to go for Sowers, whip it around for Bowers for three. That one's no good. Trent Bauer, but Hine got to the inside scoop layup. He missed it, and there's Mascaro. Strong rebound, ball to the outside for Williams. Here come the Warriors back the other way. Cooper Cannon has it up top. Mascaro gives for Weber. Now Mitchell, he'll take a three. That one's way off. That one hit the left-hand side of the backboard. Good open look, but just kind of got a little off kilter on his takeaway. Robeson. Dribbling, looking for an option. Outside and Sowers. Kick it up top. Bauer with it. Now into the corner for McCartan. Shot fake there. Now Robeson starts downhill. Ran into room, and that's an offensive foul on Cash Robeson. His second. Great job there by Gunnar Mascaro to stand in the way, and Robeson again. Mascaro may not have been perfectly standing still, but when you run the shoulder into a player, rarely going to get the whistle in your favor. Colt Weber to the bench here with Grant Page coming right back in. Ball comes in for Mascaro. Now Mitchell. Dribbles through the middle. Give it off for Page. He's got the dribble in the backcourt. Now give it for Cooper Cannon. Warriors into the front court against the pressure. 2:25 to go in the half. Long scoring drought for everybody. Pulling up across the lane. Cooper Cannon. Tough hanging hit. 16-13 your score. McCartan dribbling here. Deep outside the perimeter now for Hine. Hine leading Bronx scorers with 6. Drifts left. Now he gives for a deep two-point jumper that's no good there for Trent Bauer. And now the Warriors press the pace with Cooper Cannon. He'll go down to the baseline for a jump shot. Won't go. Ball tipped out of the hands of Page. He almost had the offensive rebound. Now Cannon tries to take it away in the backcourt, but Hine all the way around to the hoop he goes. Dumps it off now for Finn Manley. Bank shot is up and good for Manley. Tough finish over the top of Grant Page. Williams. Cross here now for Mascaro into the hands of Page, and now back for Cooper Cannon. Cannon nearly taken away from him. Now onto the deck here, sliding with it. That's a travel with it and goes back the other way. Good hustle by the Cody Bronx there, but the Warriors going to retain possession as Cooper Cannon just couldn't quite pick that one back up off the floor. Pryor back into the game. Sowers back into the game. Minute 17 to go here in this first half. 16-15 lead for the Warriors. 1 point game. It's been a paltry second quarter. Mascaro. And now an offensive foul going to be called on Cooper Cannon. So minute 9 to go. Turnover there on the offensive foul by Cannon, his first. Wade Bauer into the game. Parker Hine dribbling at midcourt. Now finally does press into the front court. Gets it for Sowers. Back out for Hine. Left side, Wade Bauer. Now McCartan. 52 seconds to go in the half. Sowers holds inside McCartan. Swatted away by Page, but he got him on the arm. And I think Grant knew it too. He was talking to the baseline referee. The backside guy called it, but the baseline said, yeah, you got him on the arm, and I think that was the correct call. First foul on Page and McCartan. First trip to the free throw line. Only 3 free throws attempted between the two teams here in the opening half of basketball as the lefty fires and hits. Now a chance to give the Bronx a lead here with less than a minute to go in the second quarter. Second one up and good. So 2-2 trip there for the Bronx as Mitchell has it. Warriors got to get the ball inbounds and do now for Cannon. Into the middle it goes for Page. Back for Mitchell. Up ahead for Mascaro. Gunner downhill all the way to the hoop. Shot up, no good. Sowers with the rebound. Quickly up the floor it goes for Parker Hine. Lost it on the deck. Almost taken away, and now fight for it. And it's going to go the way of the Bronx players. Just get untangled there. Good hustle from both squads there. It'll stay with the Bronx on the possession arrow. Bronx trying to get it in, due for Pryor. Swatted away there by Grant Page. He says, I don't think so. So a block there from Page. 28 seconds to go in the half. Ball set to come in, does for Hine. Dribble it off a foot, and the Warriors take it away. Up the floor it goes for Cannon. He'll set. Pulls up on Pryor. Banker, no. Fight for the rebound. Ball tipped away. Mitchell saves it in right to Page. Up top it goes for Cannon. Warriors 14 seconds to go. They'll have the final possession if they want it. Mascaro back for Page. Give it off for Cannon. Shot fake there. Now sets. Now fires. Now misses. 5 seconds to go here for the Bronx. Throw it up ahead. McCartan at the buzzer. That one hit the back iron. Nearly went down. 1 half down. Cody Bronx 17. Worland Warriors 16 in a low-scoring second quarter. We head to the halftime locker room. 17-16 lead for the Bronx Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show on the other side here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Yep. We even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Try it now. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. And welcome inside the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. I was hoping to talk with Worland Warrior, Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. I don't know, I think he's still in the building, but hoping he can maybe stop up and chat with us, or maybe we can get him on the post-game show later on. 1 half in the books. Worland Warriors trailing by 17-16 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Warriors win the quarter 6-4. It was a low-scoring one back and forth as the Warriors and Bronx, their biggest leads of the half, were both 3. Warriors led 6-3 and the Bronx led 13-10. And we sit at a 1-point game heading to the second half. And this is the kind of game we expected. Both teams are capable of playing great defense. They put a lot of pressure on. It's been tough to come by when it comes to points. It's been really hard to operate on the inside, but the Warriors, all their buckets are 2s, only 1-3 in the game on the other side for Griff McCartan. That's the only one that's gone down in this game so far, so no Washkey Cinemas 3-pointers yet for the Worland Warriors as they head towards half number 2. Again, we're hoping to talk with Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. We'll see if we can get him to pop up here a little bit later on here on the halftime show. Otherwise, we'll continue to prep you for this one. Let's go backwards and
take a look at what happened a little earlier this morning. If you didn't catch Worland Lady Warrior basketball, they played a great one against Lovell, just not quite enough firepower at the end of it. They lose 44-36. Lady Warriors had a 23-14 opening half lead. They were disruptive against the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. Then that third quarter started off on what was a 6-0 run for the Bulldogs. They stretched out as a 17-5 quarter, ended up being a 30-13 half that sees the Warriors season come to an end, 44-36. The final in the girls game a little bit earlier on. Boys right now trailing by 117-16. It's been a good battle. Both teams just defensively are clamping down, just making it hard to get anything going inside or out. They want to try to get to the inside, and they have. Warriors got all 2-point buckets, but it's definitely been hard to come by for the Warriors. Same story, though, for the Bronx. It's 8 field goals for the Warriors, 7 for the Bronx, and the difference, a couple of free throws down for the Bronx. That's why they lead it by 1 at the half. This is the Washke Prevention Coalition halftime show. We take a break. On the other side, we wrap up first half stats, continue to get ready for half number 2 in this elimination game of the 3A West Regional Tournament at Lovell, Wyoming, here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com.
Yep, we even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
Welcome back inside the Washke Prevention Coalition halftime show. Halftime score, Cody Bronx 17, Worland Warriors 16 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We're now joined by Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. Coach, not the result that you want, 44-36. The Lady Warriors fall to the Lovell Lady Bulldogs, but I want to talk about that first half. You must have seen something on film after those two games, because the Lady Warriors were in control of it. The offense was flowing. Defensive pressure was disruptive. The Lady Warriors looked impeccable in that opening half.
Yeah, I don't think we made a defensive mistake with our rotations in that first half, and we had, ton of deflections from kids, and we were able to, really control the game offensively. And you look at Emma and the way that she attacked in that first half, and our kids really fed off of that. And, just so many things went right in that first half, and it had a lot to do with, the way we came out of the locker room. The kids were confident. They were ready to get this game and get to next weekend.
Well, and Coach, I know foul trouble became a little bit of an issue for a couple of your starters, with Maddie and Lily getting tagged for 3 fouls. Foul disparity a little bit off in that game. The Lovell kind of lived at the free throw line. It really ends up being a lot of the difference there. It seemed like the Lady Warriors, despite doing their best on the interior to get to the line, they couldn't get the whistle on the other side. Lovell got there more, and they were able to cash in from the charity stripe.
Really frustrating. It was a lot like the last time that we played. I think they were 11 for 27 or something like that, and we got to the free throw line 6 times, and I really felt that our kids did everything they could to get to the line. Lily worked so hard in there. Then once the ball got inside, it just didn't work out our way, definitely getting to the free throw line. But we gave ourselves, every opportunity to come out at the end of that game, and then couple easy buckets for them late, and that just kind of carried the way things went at the end there.
Well, Coach, 3 seniors this year that you say goodbye to. Kennedy Bassett came into the program, then ones that have been there from freshman all the way to senior, Kat Navarro and Maddie Robertson. I thought those two poured their absolute hearts into this one. They left it all out on the floor there. I mean, Maddie hitting some big free throws late to just kind of keep it close enough, and Kat was just a defensive maniac in that first half.
Yeah, they've done what we've asked them to do all season, and, you think about the way Kat started this season, 26, 28 points a game, and then teams really had to start throwing 1-2 people at her just offensively, and that's where our other kids had to step up down the road. And Maddie's just been that that constant force for us, whether it was offensively just getting a bucket here and there, but defensively so undersized and playing that 4 or 5 spot for us. And definitely going to miss those 2 kids. I've been with them from their freshman year, and they poured their heart and soul into this program, and I couldn't ask more from those 2 kids.
Coach, I know we're running short on time, but again, a big part of your core of this team comes back next year. It seemed like the year before, 1 win, back up to 9-10 wins this year. Big core comes back. Got to be some excitement around this Lady Warrior program heading into 26-27.
I hope so. We do have that core group of sophomores and juniors all coming back, and you put in a real good summer and get those kids some time on things that we need to work on, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Coach, appreciate you. Any final thoughts on the season overall before we let you go?
Hopefully we'll stick around and get the boys one more win and get them to a state tournament. But thanks again for all your stuff this year, Jordan, following us around and, always supporting this group of kids. We love it.
Well, it's my pleasure, Coach. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Appreciate the season, and good luck as we move forward.
All right, thank you, Jordan.
Head Coach Mark Mortar there on the Watchkey Prevention Coalition halftime show is, again, kind of chewed up our time there, but the halftime stats for the Bronx, Parker Hine with 6 points, 2 for Nathaniel Pryor, 5 for Griff McCartan, 2 for Josh Sowers, 2 for Finn Manley. For the Warriors, 2 points for Kobe Bradshaw, 4 for Gunnar Mascaro. 2 for Gunnar Mascaro, 2 for Cooper Cannon in that first half, 4 for Grant Page, 2 for Liz Mitchell, 4 for Michael Williams. Not a whole lot of offense in it, but we will head to the second half with the Warriors getting the opening possession of this second half, trailing by 1. Thank you, Watchkey Prevention Coalition, for your continued halftime show sponsorship on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. And again, won't have any break before this second half starts. Warriors going to come out with Mascaro, Cannon, Mitchell, Page, and Williams back to the starting 5 for the Warriors, and then Hine, Pryor out there, Sowers, McFadden, and I think it's McCartan out there as well. So the Warriors will come into the front court here on the right-hand side, attacking the south hoop in half number 2. Ball comes across now for Mascaro. They're denying the ball back for Cooper Cannon as Michael Williams takes control, top of the key, offered a screen now from Grant Page into the left corner from Mitchell. He drives to the right elbow, now backing in, out of room, back out for Cooper Cannon. Now Mitchell in the right wing. Up top it goes for Gunnar Mascaro. Mascaro guides Mitchell out of the back there, and now rising up to that, McCartan was able to get to the basketball and take that one away. Going the other way, kick it out. Parker Hine thought about a 3, then steps inside. And the Warriors now settle into the defensive backcourt. Now outside here for McCartan. Good defensive recovery by Page across for Pryor. Nearly a minute gone by here in the third quarter. Sowers up top now, give for McCartan. Goes to the hoop here, backside for McFadden. Straight away, work it around for Hine. Shot fake there, down to the inside, pull up, mid-range jumper, got it again. Parker Hine's been efficient on the short jumpers so far in this game, and it's a 3-point Cody lead in the early going in the second half. Now a foul by Pryor up the outside. So Pryor picks up the first foul of the game and first of the half here, as the Warriors just trying to press the pace there. Cooper Cannon, they've kept him pretty quiet so far in this one, so Coop going to have to find a way to come alive here in the second half, as he's got it now in the backcourt and comes up ahead to guide the Warrior offense here this time around. Get it for Grant Page, moves to the left elbow, tried to drop it off for Williams. It's swatted away by McFadden, and a takeaway here for the Bronx. Hine, that's a double dribble there. Yeah, absolutely. He tried to complain about it. He got a collection dribble, dribbled it again, then picked it up and dribbled it a third time. So that's a turnover there for the Bronx. Warriors set to bring the ball in now. Ball comes into the middle here for Page. Little swat by McFadden there. Couldn't take it away from the big man. The Warriors settle in again. Mascaro will pull the strings this time around as he'll dripped off to the left-hand side. Handed off for Cannon. Working around Page's screen there. Now Williams on a handoff from Mitchell. He'll drive to the left elbow, and he tried to bounce it to the inside, but he threw it wide of Page there on a little backdoor cut. So a turnover for the Warriors. So a little bit of a messy start both ways here for both squads. As the Bronx have the basketball again here. Pryor into the right corner now for McFadden. Up top, Hines swinging around. McCartan takes on a three, uncontested. That one missed the shot, though. And Page now pushes it up the left-hand side for Cannon. He drives inside, now forced out to the left wing. Dribbling against Pryor. Now finds a wide-open Gunnar Mascaro. Why not on the way? No good. But there's Page with the rebound. Back up top for Cooper Cannon. Cannon swings it across now for Gunnar Mascaro. Into the corner left for Michael Williams. Offered a screen down the baseline. Takes on Sowers there. Throws up a wild shot pass. Not sure what that was. Ran into too much traffic there. Sowers and McCartan were in the area, and I know Mike wanted to whistle, but I'm not sure when you're kind of that out of control that you're going to get too much from the officials. Pryor and the Bronx, the other side. Pryor just dribbling out near the midcourt circle. Correcting a little traffic. McCartan with it now. Pryor down low. Warriors recovering. Up top, Hine. Old dribble drive, has it poked away from behind, but right into the waiting hands of Pryor. Hine underneath the hoop throws up a wild little reverse layup. Now quickly up the floor it goes for Mitchell. Over the top here for Cannon. Puts it back up, no good. Could have come down with it. Tried to go for the alley-oop finish. Warriors no points here in the opening 3+ minutes of the half. Only bucket belonging to the Cody Bronx here in this quarter. Offense has been at a premium so far here in this contest between the Warriors and the Bronx. Trip to the 3A state championship tournament on the line. Hine thought about firing an NBA three, then thought better of it. Pryor into the corner for Sowers. Now straight away McCartan. Rip it around now for Hine. To the inside, there's Sowers, and he finishes right at the rack. Warriors lost the big man on the inside, and Sowers with his second bucket. As Cannon will work towards the middle of the floor. Left his feet up ahead. Williams to the inside here. Mitchell flying to the hoop and a finish there. Elias Mitchell gets the Warriors on the board. Back to a 3-point game. Timeout on the floor. Head coach Tanner Hart and the Warriors take it. We take it with them here with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McKamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics.
Welcome back inside of Lovell Middle School here as the Cody Bronx saw the basketball out of the timeout. Elias Mitchell getting the first bucket for the Warriors on a great little pass across the top by Michael Williams. Went from the left wing down the low right block and finishing there. Warriors putting a little pressure on in the backcourt. Now give it off for Cash McFadden. Bauer looking to go for McFadden. Now across the middle, McCartan. Down low trying to give it for Sowers. Now ran out of room. Couldn't get it there in time. Into the corner it goes for Robeson. Runs into trouble there. Ball kicking around, wide open. McFadden for three. That one's off, no good. Fight for the rebound. Mitchell has it. Slowing things up across the top there against Robeson. Gets it for Page, and now Williams moves it across. Over the top there for Cannon. Went over the head of Page. He'll drift off to the right-hand side. Robeson on the defense. Ball bounced in now for Page. Down the baseline. Takes on Sowers, and he'll finish. A strong move by Grant Page. He's got 6 in the game for the Warriors. Back to a 1-point game. 21-20. Cody on top. Sowers wants it on the outside left. Has it now. McCartan comes straight away. McFadden left wing. Give back for McCartan. Ball almost taken away there by Mascaro, but ripped back by McCartan. Good defense there by the Warriors, and now the ball goes to the inside. Robeson, a follow-away jumper, a wild one. McFadden blocked away by Page on the second attempt and gets it off for Williams. Great defense for the Warriors. Here comes Mitchell. He drives inside, goes left corner for Cannon, spin there. Cannon turns around, bank shot, no, just wouldn't go over the front edge. And the Bronx will come back the other way. Robeson all the way to the hoop, and he finishes there. Cash Robeson with the finish. 3-point game, 23-20. Mascaro at midcourt. Now he'll press into the front court. Robeson tried to sweep from over the top. Now Williams to the hoop. Scoop layup with the left. Sorry, might have missed the finish there. Have the camera hovering at midcourt. Teams exchanging buckets now in a 6-6 quarter. Still a 1-point game, 23-22 Bronx. Robeson into the front court. Now foul there on Mitchell, I believe. Yes. So Elias picks up his first personal. No foul trouble really anywhere for any of these players just yet. Two on Mascaro and 2 on Robeson for the Bronx, but again, no real trouble. McFadden and Sowers go to the bench. Manley into the game along with Bauer. It's Trent Bauer. Pryor, left wing. Straight away now for Parker Hine. Ball works around for McCartan. Up top, back for Pryor. Pryor leaning, gives it for Hine. Now Pryor, out of room. Hine thought about the three, now dribbles, steps to the inside. Manley lost it out of play. Good defense from the Warriors. Hot pass there, and Williams might even just tipped it as Manley couldn't handle the pass. Warriors got to be ready to help out Cooper Cannon here. Ball comes in play. Give it for Mitchell. Up the floor it goes Mascaro, holding things up over the top here for Cooper Cannon on the right-hand side. Warriors looking for the lead here, this time down with 1:20 to go in the third quarter. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 23-22, Cody Bronx. Ball to the inside for Page, out in the corner for Mitchell. He'll drive, go to the hoop, floater down the lane, just falls off the left-hand side, no good. Thought that one was going down, but just spun off the left-hand side. 60 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. McCartan bounces it out for Bauer. Manley comes with it for the exchange, and now Warriors trying to make it difficult on the big man. Pryor, up top McCartan, 48 seconds to go in the quarter. Hine to the inside for McCartan, backside for Pryor. He lost the handle on it. 2 times in a row, the Bronx haven't been able to handle the baseline interior pass. Manley comes out with Sowers coming back in. Ball's going to come in. Mitchell is leaning back inbounds, and now Bauer has it back. Warriors didn't get a second player back there to bail him out. Tried to throw it in for Mascaro, but Carton right there, Pryor right there. 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. Warriors trail it by 1. Bonus possession this time around for the Bronx. Bronx trying to wait here for the final shot of the quarter here. As Pryor will look to get things started. Still has the dribble. Finally does dribble there. Now Cannon forcing him further out. McCartan, 9 seconds to go. Back out for Pryor. Now they'll start here to the right-hand side, and a foul from behind. That one's not bad, actually, by Coop, because 4.6 seconds left just forces the Bronx into a little tougher inbound position. And plenty to give before the bonus, so I really don't mind the foul, especially here for a sideline inbounds play. Ball in here for Pryor. Look to get it outside now for Bauer. Shot at the buzzer. That one's no good. Mitchell had a chance in the first half. Bauer had a chance there. Low-scoring quarter. It's still a 1-point game, 23-22, heading to the culminating fourth with a trip to the 3A State Championship tournament on the line on the other side of the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. Bronc basketball to start the fourth quarter here. 1 point game. Who's going to go to the 3A state championship tournament? We've got 8 minutes at least to decide it. Bradshaw, Cannon, Williams, Page, and Mitchell out there for the Warriors. Pryor outside for Hine, to the inside for Sowers, and he got it to McFadden. Great ball movement there on the opening play. That one was easy there for McFadden. 3-point game now. Mitchell's got to get the ball in. Finally does for Page. He's got Cannon back to his other side. Mitchell now looking to the middle. Tried to grab it here, and now he's fouled finally in a timeout called by the Warriors. So quick timeout here, 23 seconds into the quarter for the Warriors. We'll take it with them 30 seconds in the back on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! Welcome back inside of Lovell Middle School. This one has been a low-scoring affair, 25-22 with 7:37 left in the contest. Warriors basketball out of the timeout, and we finally do see Taylor Ruckman come into the game. We know he's not 100%, but he is a spark player. See if the Warriors can get a spark now. Ball comes in for Cooper Cannon as the Bronx going to back off of the pressure there at midcourt. Williams moves to the left-hand side. Bradshaw up top. Outside for Williams. Bad pass there by Bradshaw. And McFadden the other way. Blew the layup, and Hine has it. Goes up. He can't finish. Sowers. He's got it taken away now by the Warriors. Outside for Bradshaw. Here come the Warriors. That's a big play there. Keep that one. If you're keeping score at home, keep that play in mind right there. After a Warriors turnover, McFadden blows the layup, and the Warriors have it back. Inside it goes for Page. He'll go to work on Sowers. Trying to go down the baseline to the reverse layup. Up and good! Grant Page. He's taken Sowers a couple of times. 8 points for the Warriors. Pryor in the corner for Hine. Wide open for three. Got it. You just knew that one was going down. Warriors lost him in transition. 4-point lead. This one nearly matches the biggest lead of the game for the Bronx. Warriors looking for a response on the other side. Cannon drifts outside, looks for a screen from Ruckman. Over the top it goes for Williams. Lost it, got him off his feet, missed it. Second time is good. Good second effort here for Williams, but now the Bronx comes sprinting the other way. And Hine to the inside, he's fouled by Ruckman. Warriors transition defense has not been here in the opening 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. They got to find a way to fix that because Hine just went straight downhill against the Warriors. So 2 free throws coming for Hine. First one is up and good. As Hine on the season, 76% free throw shooter, so not the guy you want to see go to it. And he's leading all scorers in the game. He's got 12 of the Bronx 29 so far. Eyes the target.
Ton of game left here, but it's a low-scoring one. Second one on the way and good. So it's 30-26. Ruckman brings the ball in. Pryor takes it away. Well, behind the back dribble now for McFadden. Outside McCartan for three. Air ball there. And now it's Cooper Cannon going the other way, taking on Pryor to the hoop. Bank shot up. Wouldn't go, but he'll go to the free throw line. Good job there by the Warriors. Got that rebound, and Cannon was off on the sprint out. Foul goes on Griff. McCartan is first. And Cannon goes to the line for the first time. Coop with only 2 points in the game. 8 for Grant Page, 8 for Michael Williams, and now free throw up and good for Cooper Cannon. Big free throws and goes down. They put it on the wrong team there. It should be 30-27. So one more coming here for Coop. On the way and good. So the senior knocks that one down there for the Warriors. Back to a one-possession game here. Under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Winner on to the 3A state championship tournament. Loser this one sees their season come to a close at Lovell Middle School here as we creep into the afternoon here. Hine for McFadden. Back for Pryor. Now Sowers up top for McCartan. Fake there. Downhill he goes, ran out of room, now looks, now steps in, he walked with it. Yes, he did. Switched his pivot feet there in the middle of that one, kind of got caught in the wash, and the Warriors get a stop. Ball in for Cannon. He'll dribble to the right-hand side, now give it off for Gunnar Mascaro, into the front court for Williams. Williams on the right wing. Now give for Page up at the top. Give it off for Cooper Cannon. Drives to the top of the key. Williams up top now for Bradshaw. Williams wants it, wants to go to work on McFadden. Fall away jumper again, no good, and he's fouled on the closeout. Foul goes against number 10, Cash McFadden, his first. And they're going to call it shooting as he closed out Williams aggressively, so Mike to the free throw line. First one up and good for Michael. Steps away, takes a breath, used the shooter's roll that time, just crawled over the front iron and down. Chance to tie the game at 30 here. And does. So 4 for 4 here in the quarter for the Warriors, and it's tied 30 apiece here with 5:09 to go. Hine guarded by Bradshaw, back up top for McFadden. Pryor, Hines straight away. Outside almost taken away by Mascaro, but it's into the hands of the Bronx here on the right side. Pryor, and now caught high by McCartan. Back for Pryor. He'll try to take on a three on the way. That one's no good. And taken away. Williams takes it away from Sowers as Page has it, drops it back for Bradshaw, and now Cooper Cannon. Warriors with it. Chance to take the lead here for the first time in the second half. Gunnar Mascaro with it, spins, still has the dribble. Now goes up top here for Grant Page. Handoff for Cannon. He fires a three on the way. That one's short again. Quick trigger three there for Coop. So the Warriors come back the other way on the defensive side. Hine up top, McFadden. Now McCartan into the corner for Pryor. To the inside, to the backside, somehow got to McCartan. Dangerous pass from Pryor. Timeout. Head coach Dave McCartan and the Cody Bronx. We take it with them. 30-30. 4:03 to go on the Pinedale Bank scoreboard here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 US Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors!
And welcome back inside of Lovell Middle School. 4 minutes, 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Worland Warriors 30, Cody Bronx 30. Bronx basketball out of the timeout. Mascaro, Cannon, Weber, Bradshaw, and Page out there. Hine into the corner now for McCartan. Shot fake there. Skip it all the way across for Hine. Now Sowers, and he throws it away down the middle. Mascaro has it. He'll dribble to the outside. Now drop it back off for Cooper Cannon. Good defense from the Warriors. Both teams have played defensively great so far today. Everything's been tough to come by. Weber has it now on the right wing. Goes into the corner for Mascaro. Holds it up. Gets it up top here for Grant Page. Page on the dribble. Drifts off to the right-hand side. Handoff for Bradshaw. Now Weber. Back for Mascaro. Dribble drive, spin move. Back out for Page. Spins to the right. Now backs it out. 3:15 to go. Warriors probing this time down the floor. Mascaro to the inside. That's an offensive foul. He leaned his shoulder in. Gunner doesn't like it, but again, it was the same as Robeson earlier in the game in the first half. If you lean your shoulder in, you're usually going to get tagged for it. You can create the and he didn't need to create the contact against Pryor. He was already moving downhill backwards was Pryor. Didn't have to give him the extra bump. So the Warriors turn it over there on the offensive foul. Neither team very close to the bonus at this point. Sowers holds it up high. Now give for Hine. Cross the top for McFadden. Pryor now. Sowers straight away. Give for McCartan. Back for Hine. Touch for McFadden. Hine wanted it. McCartan's got it though. He looks to go to work. Outside it goes for Pryor. Good defense from Grant Page. Warriors outside now for McCartan go the Bronx. McFadden almost swept away there by Cooper Cannon as Hines got to get it outside McCartan for three, and that one's off the angle, no good. Long rebound though for Pryor. He's in some trouble, and it was a timeout called before the Warriors tied it up there. It'll be Cody Bronx basketball out of the timeout here. 30-30 it remains with 2:21 to go here in the fourth quarter on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics.
The Bronx have been efficient out of timeout, so the Warriors defense is going to have to be up to the task here. 30-30 it remains. Both teams playing tight. That's expected. It's an 8-7 quarter in favor of the Warriors. That's why it's tied up. Warriors the last 4 points from the free throw line. Ball comes in deep now for Hine. Directs some traffic here. McFadden up top for McCartan. Now Sowers, the big man. Working around for Hine. He wants to go downhill, shut off there by Cannon. Now McCartan on the outside, 2 minutes to go. Pryor. Hine peels off of a screen here, has it up top yet again. Bronx probing patiently here. McCartan, ooh, bad pass there, but he is able to grab it. Now Sowers has it up top into the corner for Hine. Dribbling there, now Sowers. Hine directs traffic again. Minute 38 to go. Bronx working with it up top with McCartan. Now back for Sowers. Straight away Pryor. Thought about the three, then passes it up. Now Hine. And McFadden. McCartan deep out on the left wing. Sowers deep straight away. A lot of perimeter work here for the Bronx. They're looking for anything to move to the interior. Haven't been able to find it just yet. Pryor has to go up top. We're down to a minute 5 to go now. 65 seconds. Bronx, long possession here. Hine is bumped there, and that's fine for the Warriors. There's no shooting foul. It's not bonus as Page commits the foul. Grant's second foul. Nobody in foul trouble here, and now a timeout for head coach McCartan in the Bronx. We step away with them. 59.9 seconds to go. 30-30 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Somebody's going to the 3A state championship tournament. And we're going to keep it right here, actually. We're not going to take a break. It gives me a chance, though, to thank our live video sponsors, and that includes Frank and Sheridan Crew, Eugene Miller and Sons, Hughes Construction, Zion Lutheran Church, Keller Construction, and the Bunkers Golf Simulator. So if you're looking for home builds, new construction, Keller Construction, Hughes Construction as well. Bunkers Golf Simulators, it's a fully contained golf simulator powered by TrackMan technology. You can get the TrackMan app, book your stuff there. Monthly memberships are available. It's a really cool experience. I can speak to it for myself. Been in there some, and it's a very cool facility put on there by the Bunkers Golf Simulators. 59.9 to go here. Bronx set to bring the ball in. They've had the ball since about 2:20 to go in this game. Ball set to come in over the top, and Hine is able to get it. Mascaro was there probing. Warriors have another foul to give if they need it. 54 seconds to go. Hine looking to start downhill. Shut off, though, Pryor. Now it's McCartan. Top of the key for Pryor. Back for Hine. Pryor has it. Deep outside. Now give for McCartan. McFadden wanted it on the elbow, didn't get it. Back up top. McCartan, left side. 31 seconds to go. Warriors here trying to get the basketball back. The Bronx just chewing up the back end of this clock. They're looking to maybe have the final shot here. 30 seconds to go. McCartan outside. They're looking for something. Pryor now. They're going to push up here against Pryor. He'll move it off to the left-hand side, and now dribbling here with it. Still a couple of seconds to go. Warriors tipping it away. It's up the floor here for Cooper Cannon. Spin move to the hoop. He got it. Warriors up by 2. Timeout. Cody Bronx. Warriors up by 2. The steal, the sprint out. Cooper Cannon puts the Warriors on top by 2, 32-30. Timeout on the floor. We're back in 30 on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland.
Welcome back inside of Lovell Middle School. 2.3 seconds put back on the clock. Head coach Jay McCartan did call the timeout. Warriors have to defend the inbounds. Bronx have to go the length of the court, and I'll tell you, 2.3, it can either be the shortest or the longest 2.3 seconds. Warriors have to defend. The Bronx have some three-point shooters, and they've worked on a play. Every team has it. Warriors have a play for this, 2.3. They have plays for 1 second, 2 second, 5 second. And now the Warriors will look to get a final stop here. 2.3 to go. Warriors looking to deny the inbounds. Timeout, head coach Tanner Hart. Wanted to see what the setup was. Talk it over with his defense here. Time on the floor, full variety, but both teams staying standing. I don't think we're going to go anywhere here. I think if have to cut off the commercial, I don't think we can go anywhere. 32-30 on the Cooper Cannon layup after the ball was tipped. I think it was Bradshaw that got a piece of it, then tipped further by Mascaro. Launched up the floor for Cooper Cannon, who hit the Jets right away and caught the backboard, and I thought maybe might have been a little too much muscle. But then all of a sudden, the trade winds just tipped it back over the front and in as the Warriors take that 2-point advantage, 32-30. This one's been tight all the way throughout from start to finish. It's been within a couple of possessions the whole way through. Biggest leads of the day for Cody, 5, for Worland, 3. That's been the difference in this game. It has been tight throughout. Bronx will have the last possession here with 2.3 seconds to go as the Warriors are set to break out of the timeout huddle. Bronx are already out of it, and the Warriors break out of it now into their defensive position. Warrior faithful, as you can see, on their feet here to our left-hand side, blocking off the view of it. We'll cover it for you radio style if you can't see everything. Here's going to be the motion for the Bronx. The ball is intercepted by Colt Weber, and the Warriors are heading back to the 3A state championship tournament. Hold on, a discussion at the scorers table. 0.5 to go, not sure. Did the Warriors call a timeout? So the Warriors call a timeout, half second to go. They'll take the timeout. Goofy ending. Colt Weber rises, intercepts it as the clock starts to go. 0.5 seconds left. The Warriors, really all they have to do is get the ball in and touch it, and that will bring the game to a close. My goodness, you knew it was going to have a fireworks finish. The Cody Bronx had hung on to the ball from about 2 minutes and 8 seconds all the way down to the final 10 seconds. They tried to go to the interior for Sowers. It's tipped away. I believe Kobe Bradshaw got a piece. It's tipped ahead. I'm not sure who made the pass. May have been Gunnar Mascaro. Hooks it up to Cooper Cannon, who released. He felt like his team was going to take the ball away. He was up about 2/3 of the way up the court, got it, spun move, put the ball on the deck, flies to the hoop, right hand, kiss of the glass, and the Warriors a half second away from a trip right back to the 3A state championship. They missed out last year. They want to go this year, give themselves a chance. So a sideline inbounds play here. Mascaro, Page, Weber, Cannon, and Bradshaw out there. Ball set to come in. The ball's just got to come in for Weber, and he's fouled there. And again, that probably should be the game. I mean, I think that it's probably going to end. They're going to talk it over here. They go to the sideline, and they're going to put .2 back on the clock here. So the Warriors have to get one more inbounds, but I'll tell you, there's just nothing for Cody to do. You could throw it off of a foot. You could throw it pretty much anywhere. The only thing you don't want to do is throw it away out of bounds. So kind of a goofy finish. After all the excitement of the layup, we've now had 3 separate timeouts, 2 separate possessions, 2 inbounds, a steal, a catch, and a foul against Weber on the inbound. So now we're down to the final .2 seconds. The Warriors can taste it. The Warrior fans here off to our left-hand side are just about to come unglued here. They did on that Cooper Cannon bucket to give them a lead by 2. And now the Warriors can taste that 3A state championship tournament. And you know what? You book your ticket because that keeps you alive just for a chance of that ultimate goal. And the Warriors say, we want to go down to Casper, Wyoming. A phrase not uttered often, but still, one weekend a year, you want to find yourself down in the Oil City. 32-30, Warriors. All they got to do is inbound the basketball. All they got to do is just throw it up into the front court. Ball's tipped there, and again, that's going to do it. That's the game. Sowers tipped it, and the game is over. It is waved off. Worland Warriors 32, Cody Bronx 30. Warriors to the 3A state championship tournament. Postgame show presented by 7-Up on the other side on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
Yep, we even sell sunglasses now.
Tool tote, check. Tape measure, check. Impact driver, check. Oakley sunglasses, check. Built to fix, built to flex. And you can find it all at Ace, the helpful place.
I hope everybody's taking a beat. Welcome inside the postgame show presented by 7-Up. Worland Warriors headed back to the 3A state championship tournament with a 32-30 victory as they dispatch the Cody Broncs in exciting fashion. A late bucket by Cooper Cannon came off a steal, deflected by Kobe Bradshaw, rifled forward by Gunnar Mascaro, and a bucket from Cooper Cannon. That's how they get there. We're now joined by Worland Warrior head coach Tanner Hart. Coach, you said it there as we're just off air. This one feels better than the other way as the Warriors qualify in a game that was gritty, defensive. Everything was hard to come by.
Two teams that did not want to give in, and kudos to Cody and their team. Good kids, good players. I love that Hine kid for him, number 0. But darn proud of our boys and what they accomplished today, and just glad they went out, stayed focused. We had some ups and downs, weathered some storm. Wyman said in the locker room, there's going to be momentum shifts like we saw in the girls' game. You just got to weather that thing and then get the momentum at the end.
Well, and Coach, we can talk about all sorts of individual performances out there. I thought Grant Page was super aggressive. I mean, you've been asking for it pretty much every game all season. He had a bucket in every quarter, and each time he had one, it was a time where the Warriors needed it.
Yeah, I liked what I saw out of him facing up the Sowers kid. He caught it on the perimeter a couple times and then looked to go. He was way more aggressive today than he has been against Cody thus far this year, and he did it exactly at the right time. So love what Grant Page did today. Big plays from him, and just making a focal point inside to where they had to focus on him, where the other night one team flat out decided not to even kind of guard him or just guard him one-on-one, and I told him that was a sign of disrespect, that you need to go out and earn that.
Well, and Coach, again, I know people don't like me focusing on what the stats are, but Warriors haven't necessarily been the best free throw shooting team on the season. But all of a sudden, 2 big moments, Cooper Cannon, Michael Williams in that fourth quarter. They started off, the first 4 points are from the free throw line. You go 4 of 6. Those were your first, your second and third chances, and those ended up being a really huge part of this game when it comes down to a 2-point ball game.
Yep, rebounds, turnovers, and free throws. Those are things that win you games in tournament time, and I'm super proud that those guys could step up and hit those big shots for us.
Well, and Coach, now you get to go into the hardest game that there is in any kind of bracket, is the third, fourth place game after championship Saturday concludes. So we'll have that for you here on the McCabe Broadcasting Network. How do you celebrate momentarily with the team and let them know, hey, we can still get that 3 seed? You're going no matter what, but obviously the higher seed feel like you get a little better matchup.
Yeah, it's a place where I've been, and I just want to use my experience with those kids and tell them I've been in this scenario before where I coached a team where we were just excited to get to state, and I told them, guys, we want to get that 3rd place and seed ourselves a lot better going in and just refocus them. So I think we'll just, talk about it. I think the guys will lock in. I think they're excited right now, but knowing these dudes, I think they're going to be ready to play and want more than what we've got right now.
Jordan McCamey joined by Worland Warrior head coach Tanner Hart on the heels of a Worland Warrior 32-30 win over the Cody Bronx. The ticket is punched, the job not done. Coach, any final thoughts on this one before we let you go enjoy it for a moment?
Just one last one. We talk about Warrior plays, making little plays. You know, guys that stand out are Gunnar Mascaro, Colt Weber, and then right there, Kobe Bradshaw making a tip there at the end for us to get a breakaway layup to seal the deal.
Absolutely. There is plenty of applause to go around. It's those little plays that can make the difference. And the coaches always appreciate talking to you. We'll talk to you again pregame, postgame in the third, fourth place game later today at Lovell High School.
Thanks, Jordan.
Head coach Tanner Hart there. We take a break on the postgame show presented by 7-Up. On the other side, we wrap up stats, do our Warrior game review, and sign off here in the early afternoon and prep you for this evening's third, fourth place game, 5 o'clock at Lovell High School here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, and my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com.
And welcome back inside the postgame show presented by 7-Up. Worland Warriors 32, Cody Bronx 30 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Worland Warriors heading back to Casper in the 3A State Championship Tournament next weekend, March 12th, 13th, and 14th. We'll be there with you throughout all that. And that reminds us, we've already got one extra video sponsor going into next weekend, but we are looking for live video sponsors for the state championship tournament. $250 a pop. Get your logo on during play, along with some other businesses as well. Shout-outs throughout the tournament. Small ad is available should you want it. So, again, we're looking for those live video sponsors. Email me, mccameyBroadcasting@gmail.com, or give me a call, 307-431-1468. I know a few of you have already emailed. I promise I'll get back to them here at the end of this tournament as we get ready for state basketball. Let's go into our stat summary here. We'll start with the Cody Bronx. Parker Hine, great game for him, 13 points, a 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Nathaniel Pryor with 2, Cash Robeson with 2, Cash McFadden with 2, 5 for Griff McCartan, including a 3. 4 points for Josh Showers, 2 for Finn Manley. Interesting spot here. No Washke Cinema three-pointers for the Warriors. All 2s and free throws. 2 points for Kobe Bradshaw. 2 for Gunnar Mascaro. 6 for Cooper King, including 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 8 for Grant Page. 4 for Elias Mitchell. 10 for Michael Williams. Warriors 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. If you miss that last play somehow, go back on the YouTube stream, the Facebook stream, wherever you can. Roll that back. The Cody Bronx, they controlled the basketball from about 220 to 208 mark all the way down to the final 10 seconds. And then who is it on the floor? Kobe Bradshaw, maybe the smallest player on the floor at the time as they're trying to throw to the interior, gets a deflection, tapped ahead by Grant Page into the hands of Gunnar Mascaro, releasing out as Cooper Cannon, catches it as he has his back turn, spin move, flies to the hoop, banks it off the backboard on the layup, almost crawls back over the front and out, but it tips back in for a Warrior victory, 32-30. Let's dive now into our Warrior game review presented by Washke Cinemas. This one tight from start to finish. Worland Warriors and the Cody Bronx, they were matched up well in that opening quarter of basketball as the Warriors trailed 13-10 after one quarter. The Warriors and Bronx went back and forth. Warriors led 6-3, and then the Bronx ended the quarter on a 10-4 run. Then they matched up 6-4 in the second quarter. It was just a defensive battle throughout, just one field goal for the Bronx, 3 field goals for the Warriors, 17-16 at the half. Third quarter, they knotted up again, 3 field goals apiece, 6-6 quarter, 23-22 Bronx going into the fourth quarter. Warriors in that fourth quarter, they got down by as many as 4 in that half, including when they trailed 30-26. The Warriors would score the last 6 points of the game. 4 free throws, 2 apiece from Cooper Cannon and Michael Williams, and then that Cooper Cannon layup. That was the difference for the Warriors. A steal, a pass, a drive, and a layup. It's the simple things. It's the hard work things that have gotten the Warriors to this point, and now they can take a sigh of relief as they are into the state championship tournament before they inhale the competitive spirit again and take on either the Lander Valley Tigers or the Powell Panthers for the 3rd and 4th seed in next week's 3A state championship tournament. That's our Warrior game review presented by Washke Cinemas. That's going to do it for us here from Lovell Middle School. Worland Warriors, one more game yet to come today. It'll be a 5 p.m. estimated tip-off, so we'll have a 4:30 estimated McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show, followed by an estimated 5 o'clock tip-off. We will get that link set up just as quickly as we can. We'll get it shared out to you. You do the extra work as well. I know our friend Kerry Anderson always sharing that link. Make sure you share the link with anybody. We had plenty of folks tuned in today. Saw the numbers of individual streams. Can't imagine all the eyes that are on that as the Warrior faithful are going to see state basketball in 2026 as the Warriors punch their ticket 32-30 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard over the Cody Bronx. One more job to do. The 5 o'clock 3rd, 4th place game over at Lovell High School. Make sure you tune into it. Estimated 4:30 p.m. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show, 5 o'clock tip-off. And until next time, and there's absolutely going to be a later today next time, go Worland Warriors.